It's time now for Arkansas Travelers Baseball on FM 101.1 The River. Arkansas Travelers Baseball is sponsored by Miller Lite, Sonic Drive-In, BC Powder, Coca-Cola, the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation, and ITT Technical Institute. And now for the ITT Technical Institute pregame show, let's go to the ballpark with Phil Elson.
Little Rock, Arkansas Travelers Baseball is on the air. Hello again, everybody. This is Phil Elson. Welcome to Raywinder Field, where this morning, Minor League Baseball and the Texas League present the Arkansas Travelers against the El Paso Diablos, Game 3 of a 4-game series. Well, the forecast today calls for sunny skies, about a high today of 84 degrees, and the forecast at the ballpark also showing signs of 3,500 to 4,000 screaming school kids today at Raywinder Field for a special 10:30 morning game presented by Sonic and Dr. Pepper. And always a very enthusiastic crowd when the Sonic Dr. Pepper school day goes ahead. Right now, the ballpark almost halfway filled, and we've got a long line of kids coming in from buses all over the state. From El Dorado to Cabot, up to Clinton, and, of course, all across Little Rock, the kids are coming out to watch their first-place Arkansas Travelers take on the West Division's El Paso Diablos. Yesterday, the Travs rebounding from a 2-game losing streak, a 3-2 victory. Outstanding pitching performance by Mike Nikolai, who picked up his first win since July 1st of last year by throwing 5 effective innings, limiting the Diablos to 6 hits and 2 runs. And that's one day after El Paso scored a season-high 16 runs in beating the Travelers by 15. Also, Billy Stokely chipped in with 3 no-hit innings. Joe Peralta nailed it down in the 9th with his 7th save of the year. Jake Weber led the Travs attack with 3 base hits. Jason Hill provided the go-ahead run with an RBI single, 2 outs in the 5th inning, driving in Mike O'Keefe. And the Travs, who had lost 2 consecutive, really showed some mettle yesterday, defeating El Paso 3-2. Travs now standing 15-8 in the East Division, 3 games ahead of Frisco for first place. The Rough Riders won their 5th in a row yesterday. The Diablos come in 13-11. They are 2 games out of first in 3rd place in the West Division. It is a beautiful day for baseball. On the ITT Tech pregame show, remember that ITT Tech is committed to helping you develop the skills and knowledge to pursue opportunities in technological fields such as computer electronics. At ITT Tech, you will learn specialized techniques in a hands-on environment that helps you reach your potential. To learn more about ITT Tech, call 565-5550 or just go online to itttech.edu. Who else to talk to on a day like this other than the people that brought the kids here? The teachers, they're the stars today besides the Travs and the Diablos. So we'll have a chance to speak with some of these teachers and see what it is like to bring all these kids to a ballpark all at the same time. So stay tuned on FM 101.1 The River. We'll be right back.
Sports is fun, but it's just a game. Your life, on the other hand, needs a little more serious game plan. Like preparation for a career in today's growing technical fields. That's why ITT Technical Institute offers associate's degree programs in areas like electronics, computer drafting and design, and information technology. The skills and knowledge taught are in technical areas that can have practical value in the workplace. For more information on ITT Tech, call 565-5550 today. Or find us on the web at itt-tech.edu.
Miller time. It's time to tuck the sun in and give it a good night kiss. Miller time. It's time to put the 9 to 5 back on the shelf. Miller time. It's time to wear the night like a cape and break out the Miller Lite. It's time for real time. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Welcome back to the ITT Technical Institute Traveler pregame show. Here on this beautiful Monday morning, you hear the commotion in the background. It could only be Sonic Dr. Pepper's school day at Raywinder Field. And we are speaking with the principal of Scott Elementary. Ma'am, what is your name?
My name is Karen Sollards.
And you have brought kids from Scott Elementary. What grade?
Pre-K through grade 5.
So that's kindergarten through 5th grade. How many kids would you say are coming to the ball game from your school?
About 155.
Now, you guys are saints during the day to begin with. As teachers, probably the most important profession in the United States. But you're saints today as well for gathering these kids up on the school buses, bringing them out here. How was it easy to get the kids out here?
It was really easy, and it was so easy. We just called the ballpark, made reservations for the kids. He told us what to do, and this morning it was so organized. Came right in, got our hot dog and our drink, found our seats, and here we are. It's a great day, and we're ready for the ball game.
And the kids look to be very, very excited. Do they know the words to take me out to the ball game?
In fact, that is one thing that we studied before we came. Now, I'm not sure they can all sing it, but we've practiced it, so we hope that we'll be able to sing it. But we talked a little bit about baseball, and so we're ready to go.
Now, have you helped the kids out with any of maybe the mathematics of the game of baseball? Have you tried to make it educational and not just a field trip out to the ballpark?
We have. In fact, some of the 4th and 5th grade teachers in especially in decimal points, which is a hard thing to teach. We've talked about batting averages and ERAs and all that kind of stuff. So we have really made it. And then I have a friend who is the baseball coach at the University of Central Arkansas, and they've kind of worked with the kids, so we've really been working on it.
That's outstanding. So we've got some future broadcasters and statisticians here, right?
We hope so.
Now, if I went and asked one of these kids if he could calculate batting average for me, what do you think?
They're probably too excited to do it today, so you might have to come to school and see them do it.
Not a bad idea. Well, we appreciate your work for it. We're going to go see how some of the other schools did. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the game.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, let's go see if we can find some other schools here. Right now we're speaking with Mrs. Calvert from Eastside Elementary. Mrs. Calvert, it's Eastside Elementary. Which east side of which city?
Cabot, Arkansas.
And you have brought the kids from the school. What grades are here?
1st grade.
All right, how many kids?
About 107.
107 kids. You got to load them up on buses. You've got to make sure that they stay in a line, they stay single or double file. Is it hectic getting all these kids out here?
It is hectic. We wore name tags and came in groups. That made things better. We have lots of great parent helpers.
You got parents out here helping today. You couldn't do it without them, I imagine.
Couldn't do it without the parents.
Now, all these kids eating hot dogs in the morning and drinking high C in the morning. Certainly not what you usually eat for breakfast. I'm sure that's something that you let the kids know, too.
Right. And they have a snack for this afternoon. We're going to a park this afternoon, so they'll eat again.
So it's a day out and about for the kids from Eastside Cabot.
Absolutely. Out and about.
It's a field trip day. Mrs. Calvert, thank you very much for your time. We hope you enjoy the game today.
Thank you. We will.
Listen to all these kids back here. I guarantee that they'll be singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game before the first pitch is even thrown. It is going to be a blast today with about 4,000 screaming kids out at the ballpark, and they are here to have a good time. See if we can find someone else. And we are going to speak with one of the students now from Eastside Elementary, 1st grader James. James, you're wearing a Texas Rangers hat. Is that your favorite team?
Yes.
Who's your favorite player on the Rangers?
All of them.
All of them? I'm sure that you've got all their baseball cards. Hey, James, who's going to win today's game? Give you a hint. Starts with a T. With an R in the middle.
Texas Rangers.
Oh, the Texas Rangers aren't playing today, but that's a good guess. The Travelers, I think, will win. James, you got to be excited about coming out here to see a baseball game.
Yes.
Well, I hope you have a good time. Was the hot dog good?
Yes.
And the high C good?
Yes.
You're going to come back to a game?
Yes.
All right. You look me up when you come back out here. Thanks for talking to me, James. Have fun today. Well, that was James, a 1st grader from Eastside Elementary. And now we're going to take our last break. We'll come back. We'll let you know about the Texas League Report and the Ag Pro Farm Report when the ITT Tech pregame show continues on FM 101.1, The River.
Hey, what's up? This is Lala, and welcome to Coke FM, bringing you the hottest new sound.
The real can be bought and sold, taught and told. The boy tried to keep it, but he lost his soul. On the road to the riches, he lost control. About the eye of a needle, I was often told. If it's never nothing, go off for gold. In your actions, all is told.
This is Lala at Coke FM, keeping it real with the cool taste of Coca-Cola.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham, all on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. only at Sonic.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field as we continue on the ITT Technical Institute pregame show. Usage of the internet is still expanding and qualified web developers are needed throughout the country. ITT Technical Institute will help you prepare to design, create, and maintain websites and online databases. To learn more about ITT Tech, call 565-5550 or go online to ittech.edu. Well, Phil Elson here with you at the ballpark. Travelers come into the Texas League best record of 15-8, currently 3 games ahead of the Frisco Rough Riders. The Rough Riders yesterday won their 5th consecutive game by the score of 7-1 over the Midland Rockhounds. Lance Nix with 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Nix had run-scoring hits in the bottom of the 2nd and the 6th innings, also sparked a 4-run rally in the 1st with an RBI single. Marshall McDougal followed with his 2nd home run of the year for Frisco. Mike Kempo had 3 of the 6 hits for the Midland Rockhounds. Right-hander Sonny Garcia suffered the loss, surrendering 6 runs. He drops to 2-2. The Midland Rockhounds now 13-10, a game and a half out of first place behind the West Division leading San Antonio Missions. Somebody may break up the Missions. They defeated Tulsa 12-3 yesterday. The Missions have now won a Texas League best 9 games in a row. John Lindsay and Justin Leone each with 3 RBIs. Lindsay launched a solo homer in the 3rd and had an RBI double in the 8th. Leone capped a 4-run inning with a 3-run double that gave the Missions a 9-2 lead at that point. Jim Horner 4 for 4. Ex-Trav Elpidio Guzman out in center field for the Missions drove in 2 runs. Bobby Madrich, the left-handed pitcher, won his 2nd straight decision. Chinwei Sao, the losing pitcher for the Drillers. Tulsa has lost 7 of 10 games. They're 4 games behind Arkansas in the East Division standings. And in the battle of the last-place teams at Round Rock, Texas, the Express defeated the Tulsa Drillers by the final of 13-6. Actually, that's Round Rock over the Wichita Wranglers 13-6. Tommy Whiteman led a 21-hit attack with 4 hits and 3 RBIs. Whiteman hit his 4th home run of the year. Gavin Wright added a 2-run shot and an RBI double for Round Rock. Brian Rose, the Wrangler right-hander, dropped to 0-3 as Wichita loses for the 7th time in their last 10 games, and they are 7 games out of first behind the Arkansas Travelers. We will pause, keep it right here on the broadcast, turn up the crowd microphone as Traveler organist Rich Ferris plays the national anthem. Traveler organist Rich Ferris, helped by right now looks like about 3,000 school kids here at Raywinder Field singing the national anthem. Well, we'll get back to the ITT Tech pregame show here. Travelers here about to take on the El Paso Diablos. We'll take a look at the AgPro Farm Report. AgPro of England, your John Deere dealer. You can visit them on Highway 165 in England or just call 800-254-2524 for AgPro. Starting with the big club, the Anaheim Angels yesterday played a 14-inning affair against the Boston Red Sox, losing 6-4. The Angels tied the game with a run in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings as Pedro Martinez got a no-decision. Ex-Trap John Lackey, one of his better starts of the year, lasted 7 innings and allowed 4 runs. Boston, 3 homers. Jason Varitek, Russ Ortiz, that's not Russ Ortiz, and Manny Ramirez. Angels got home runs from Scott Spezio and Jeff Devannon, and also ex-Trav Gary Johnson got some action in there. He had a single in his at-bat. Now over in the Pacific Coast League in the minor league section, yesterday the Salt Lake Stingers defeated the Nashville Sounds by the final of 8-3. The Stingers winning their second game in a row. They are 8-14 on the year. Ex-Travs helping out the home team in that game. Sean Figgins, 4 hits, 2 triples, 1 double. Alfredo Amezaga doubled and scored a run. And homer hit by Keith Johnson. Winning pitcher was Aaron Seeley, the major leaguer on rehab. Allowed just 2 runs over 6 innings and 6 base hits. He is 1-1. In the California League, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes down to Lancaster Jethawks 2-1. Trav affiliate Rancho Cucamonga picked up 10 hits in the ball game. Homers by Casey Kochman and Jason Aspito. Steven Shell, the winning pitcher, moves to 2-1 with 7 very strong innings of work. And the Quakes in the California League standings now stand at 12-10, a game and a half out of first behind the Lake Elsinore Storm. Rancho Cucamonga today hosts Lake Elsinore at the Epicenter, their home ballpark in Rancho. In the Midwest League, the Cedar Rapids Colonels last night, winners over the Kane County Cougars 6-2, a day after being blasted 13-0. And the Colonels, who have been playing pretty good baseball to start the year, collected 14 base hits, had a home run from Eric Ibar. Jared Abruzzo doubled twice, scored 2 runs, and knocked a couple of in. Kevin Jepson started the season 5 wins, no losses. The starting pitcher yesterday for Cedar Rapids allowed 2 runs over 5 2/3 innings. Again, his record is 5-0. Cedar Rapids 13-10 on the year today. They're hosting the Peoria Chiefs in Cedar Rapids. And that is the AgPro Farm Report, brought to you by AgPro of England, your John Deere dealer. You can get a hold of AgPro by dialing up 800-264-2524, or just get out there in England on Highway 165. Starting pitchers are warming up. The lineup's going to be exchanged sometime very soon at home plate with the umpire crew of Todd Titchener, Angel Campos, and Rodney Galloway. And still the kids continue to pour into the ballpark. And we are getting set for baseball here in Little Rock for a 10:30 in the morning special start time. Take a break, come back, let you know the starting lineups for today's game at Raywinder Field here on FM 101.1 The River.
There is a place in Arkansas where people come from around the world to obtain treatment for their illness. A place that is the breeding ground for tomorrow's cures through medical research. Perhaps a breakthrough in cancer treatment, or a new way of helping with memory disorders. But this place is more than a hospital. It's a place where the majority of Arkansas's doctors, pharmacists, nurses, and other medical practitioners are trained. It's the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. It's where medicine lives. And it comes to life every day in the hands of some of the brightest doctors, nurses, and healthcare professionals in the nation. Since 1879, UAMS has been making a difference in the lives of Arkansans through healing, searching, teaching, and serving. UAMS is the foundation for the future of healthcare in Arkansas. UAMS is where medicine lives.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field. Here the Arkansas Travelers getting set for action against the El Paso Diablos in the 3rd game of a 4-game series. And the Travs defeated the Diablos last night by the final score of 3-2. Very important game yesterday for this team, as they were smashed a couple days in a row by the Midland Rockhounds and El Paso. Travelers on Friday night lost by the final score of 16-1. So yesterday's 3-2 win was important in a couple of reasons. One, the team got a win. Second, they got outstanding pitching and saved a little bit of the bullpen for today's game. We heard the roar in the crowd here at Raywinder Field. Means the Arkansas Travelers starting lineup is being introduced to the field here, so we should do the same for you fans out there listening on FM 101.1 The River and www.travs.com. We will begin with the visiting El Paso Diablos, the AA franchise of the Arizona Diamondbacks. They enter the game 13 wins against 11 losses and a 9-7 record when playing on the road. Manager Scott Coolbaugh penciled this in for the lineup today. Victor Hall leading off. Hall out in center field. Batting second, the shortstop Tim Olson. Nate Murphy will hit third for the Diablos. He'll be in right field. Batting fourth and at second base, Scott Hairston. Brian Barden batting fifth. He's going to play third base. In the sixth hole, catcher Craig Ansman. Jesus Cota will hit seventh for the Diablos. He'll be in left field. Corey Myers bats eighth. He's the first baseman, and rounding out the starting 9 by the El Paso Diablos designated hitter, Jeff Waldron. And now the lineup for the Arkansas Travelers with a record of 15-8. 8 wins, 7 losses here at Raywinder Field. The Travs currently stand 3 games ahead of second place Frisco in the East Division. And the lineup has Nate Haynes leading off. Haynes playing center field today, batting second, and at second base is Oscar Salazar. Hitting third for the Travelers and the left fielder, Jake Weber. Mike O'Keefe will clean up, and Mike will be at first base. Jason Hill in the lineup to bat fifth for Arkansas. He's the designated hitter. Brian Speck, the shortstop, he's going to be batting sixth. Ryan Buddy hits seventh. He'll catch, batting eighth, and at third base, Junior Zamora. Kenny James will bat ninth, and KJ is the right fielder. Our pitching matchup today is Beltran Perez pitching for the Diablos, a young 21-year-old right-hander from the Dominican Republic. Perez trying to show that his talent can work up here at Double-A because he's been outstanding in Single-A, has had a lot of trouble at Double-A, and Perez, again, just 21 years old, enters today's game 0-1 with a 720 earned run average in his 4 starts. And taking the mound for the Arkansas Travelers in his 4th start of the season and 8th appearance overall, right-handed pitcher Kevin Gregg, the tallest member of the Travs roster this year at 6'6". Kevin, 200 pounds, and he is 1-1 with a 5.02 earned run average. And has actually pitched pretty well his last couple of times out. Kevin had a rough outing in his second and fourth games of the season, allowing 5 runs on just 2 innings combined in those games. For the most part, Kevin has been a nice shot on the arm for this Trav pitching staff because he came out of the bullpen and has been a spot starter for the last couple times out and has given some good work. He throws the first pitch of the game at 10:30. Misses inside to the left-handed hitting Victor Hall, leadoff batter for the Diablos. He'll be followed by Tim Olson and Nate Murphy. And Hall showing bunt, takes a pitch outside. The count is 2 balls and no strikes. Sometimes Gregg has a little bit of problem in the first inning. He's allowed 4 runs in the first inning this year in 3 starts. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Victor Hall, called a strike on the outside corner. And Gregg's first strike came on the 3rd pitch of his game. Hall batting .365, no homers, 7 RBIs, very difficult out. And he'll swing at a pitch, little pop-up on the infield. Behind second base, Oscar Salazar backpedaling, and he calls off Kenny James. Oscar makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Around the outfield from left to right, Travelers have Jake Weber in left field, Nate Haynes in center, Kenny James is the right fielder. On the infield, Junior Zamora plays third base. Brian Speck is the shortstop, Oscar Salazar at second, and Mike O'Keefe, the Traveler first baseman. And Mike has had some problems at first base recently. He's committed 5 errors, 4 of them over his last 4 games. Tim Olson standing in, right-handed hitting shortstop, and he'll take a strike at the knees from Gregg, the count 0-1. Following Olson, Nate Murphy. Murphy, the team leader for the Diablos with 16 runs scored, and he has knocked in 8 this year. Olson shows bunt and fouls it back to the screen. A good start to this at-bat for Gregg. Out ahead in the count with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. That's the scoreboard says 1-1. Count is 0-2. And here's Gregg's pitch on the way. Swung on, popped out of play, keeping the count no balls, 2 strikes. Olson hitting .185, 2 homers, 5 runs batted in. He's not started out the season exactly the way he would like to. Although he did hit a long home run on Friday, just inside the fair pole in left field, his second of the year. Gregg's 0-2 pitch, swinging, strike 3. Nice curveball from Kevin. He's shown that he can control the breaking pitch. He registers his first strikeout of the game, 14th of the season for the right-hander from Corvallis, Oregon. Gregg allows a .226 batting average against, 10 runs, 8 of them earned. He's walked 11 and now 14 strikeouts. And very importantly, getting the first 2 batters out here in the first inning. And now he'll face Nate Murphy, powerful left-hander, who yesterday drove in 1 run. Over this series, Murphy with 2 RBIs, both of them on doubles. And the first pitch from Gregg misses inside, ball 1. Just underway here at Raywinder Field, top of the first inning. Glad to have you with us. A scoreless game. Travelers looking to take 2 of 3 from El Paso before finishing off this homestand tomorrow. Gregg's fastball low and inside, 2-0 on Murphy, a .284 hitter. Mentioned the 4 homers and 8 RBIs. He does have good power to right field, but yesterday his double went to left center. 2-0 pitch from Gregg. Strike called on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Kevin here in his first year with the Anaheim Angels system seems to have found a role with this Traveler team as a swingman. Murphy gets into a pitch, high fly ball, deep right center field, but Kenny James tracks it down in the gap and puts it away to end the ninth inning. 1-2-3 go the El Paso Diablos. We will see what the Travs have in their half of the first. No score at Raywinder Field on Sonic Dr. Pepper School Day. This is FM 101.1, The River.
Fans, if you haven't been to an Arkansas Travelers game lately, you don't know what you're missing. Shedspread Country Crock invites you and your family to get out and see the Travs. You can bring the whole family for Country Crock Family Thursday. Travelers fans who bring an original cash register receipt showing purchase of any Shedspread Country Crock product will receive up to 6 free admissions for any Thursday home game. Hurry! This offer ends August 14th. Offer subject to ticket availability. Country Crock. Bring it home.
Ameripride Services is the linen and apparel company to get your team into a professional uniform program. Ameripride features a wide range of high-quality custom programs for the manufacturing industry, hospitality and food service, medical or dental uniforms, and professional and executive wear. Call 664-5575 to schedule a presentation with an Ameripride consultant. Also specializing in the finest quality table linens, rental mats, and restroom services. Call 664-5575 for Ameripride, the official garment supplier of the Arkansas Travelers.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right, it's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore, do they?
A nice start to the game here this morning at Raywinder Field. Travelers starting pitcher Kevin Gregg retiring the side 1-2-3. And here in the bottom of the first, the Travelers start off with Nathan Haynes, Oscar Salazar, and Jake Weber. One more day to catch the first-place Travs here in Little Rock before we head out for an 8-game road trip on the West Texas Swing. Tomorrow night, Exxon Magic 105 night at the ballpark. Special discount $2 tickets available at all Exxon stations. We'll be playing Villa Italian Restaurant Golden Corral Bingo for dinners and other prizes. First pitch tomorrow, 7:10 p.m. Gates at 6:10 p.m. right here at Raywinder Field. For more information, go online to Travs.com or just call the ballpark up at 664-1555. Nathan Haynes to lead off here in the first inning, and he takes a strike on the outside corner from right-hander Beltran Perez. Perez out of the Dominican Republic. This is 5th start of the season, no wins and 1 loss. 720 earned run average. Haynes swings, hard shot to the first baseman. Nice play by Corey Myers, scooping it up highlight style. And he goes to the bag himself. Haynes is out on 2 pitches. But good contact for the Trav leadoff man. We'll see what Oscar Salazar can do against Perez. Fastball is average, 89 miles an hour, get up to about 92. Not exactly a strikeout pitcher here at Double-A. He has struck out 11 batters in 20 innings pitched. The best thing about Beltran is his ability to stay inside the strike zone, although he does allow a lot of base hits. Salazar takes the first pitch, strike down the middle, and the count 0-1. Salazar ranking in the top 10 in batting average. 2 Arkansas Travelers in the top 10. Salazar leads the team hitting .365. Swing and a miss by the right-handed batter on a slider. No balls, 2 strikes. Salazar has also chipped in with 1 homer and 6 RBIs. Yesterday, one of the few games this year he's gone hitless. And he'll strike out on 3 pitches as he waves and misses at a beautiful slider by Beltran Perez. And 2 away in the first. Perez strikes out his 12th of the year. Has allowed 26 base hits. That includes just 1 home run. A home run hit off of him just 5 days ago in Frisco, Texas, as he took his first loss of the year. Perez coming off a start in which he allowed 6 runs in 4 innings. In fact, over his last 3 starts, he has allowed 16 runs in 13 innings. So he's been hit very hard recently. Jake Weber takes a pitch outside for a ball. And Weber has done a ton of hitting for the Travs recently. Yesterday knocked in Arkansas's first run with a double in the first inning. Ended up with 3 base hits. He swings at the 1-ball pitch. is just a pop-up, folks, behind second base. Tim Olson is there. The shortstop makes the catch, and the Travelers go down in order here in the first inning. It's very important not to judge the fly balls by the sound of the crowd today. Anything in the sky is getting a reaction from these school kids. We've got a scoreless first inning and moving to the second inning here at Raywinder Field on FM 101.1, The River.
Currently, there are more than 80,000 people on the National Organ Transplant waiting list, and more than 300 of them are from Arkansas. Every 16 minutes, another name is added to that list, and every 82 minutes, someone dies while waiting for a life-saving organ. When you're an organ donor, you're giving someone else a chance to live, which is truly the most precious gift. The Arkansas Regional Organ Recovery Agency hopes you will step up to the plate and talk to your family about organ and tissue donation. For more information, call Aurora, 866-660-5433, or visit the website at aurora.org.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to this focus group. What a lovely bunch.
Are you sure they can't see us behind this window?
There's a mirror on the other side, genius.
Hey, chill out. What, are you nervous or something?
No, everybody loves us. We're the phone company.
Now, tell me, which directory do you use? Yellow Book or the other book?
Yellow Book.
Yellow Book.
And you, miss?
Yellow Book. That's where I found my plastic surgeon.
They're picking the wrong book.
What if Yellow Book starts to advertise?
More people choose Yellow Book, not the other book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW.
I'd like you to string me along. Say you're a dime, but that must be wrong. Tastes just like the original one. That's why I'm craving you, 'cause you're second to none. Diet Dr. Pepper, make a believer out of me. Diet Dr. Pepper, your great flavor is all of the proof I need. Diet Dr. Pepper.
And back at Raywinder Field here for the top of the second inning, a scoreless game. Each team going down in order in the first. Beltran Perez and Kevin Gregg looking pretty strong to start the game off. Diablos second baseman Scott Hairston leads off. Brian Barden and Craig Ansman will follow against Kevin Gregg. Got 2 flyouts and a strikeout in his first inning. Kevin out here to go at least 4 to 5 innings. He is as a starting pitcher, you might call him more of a short starter, as the pitch fouled back by Hairston for a strike. Now, that certainly has nothing to do about Kevin's body, because he's big. He's 6'6", but short, judging by the amount of innings he will usually go per start. He's only gone 5 innings for his longest start this year, but I think that is probably what the Travs were looking for. A slider hit off the end of the bat for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes on Hairston, a .287 hitter. 2 homers, 12 RBIs. You don't see many second basemen batting cleanup. Not in the majors, not in rookie leagues, and certainly not in Double-A very often. Barden and Ansman follow, all 3 right-handed hitters. The 0-2 pitch from Gregg. Fastball, too high, ball 1. I don't want to say that Gregg doesn't go many innings as a knock on him, but he was brought into the Travs this year to be a relief pitcher. You usually don't get many relievers going more than 2 or 3 innings. Even the long relievers don't usually go more than 3 innings. Foul ball underneath the roof, and I think that one got out of the ballpark here. In order to get a foul ball out of the ballpark but under the roof, it has to be a perfect trajectory, and I've not seen that happen before. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That might have gone into the concession area, which is a roofed area. No one's expecting foul balls to come back that way. Pitch to Hairston outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But certainly the Travs will take a 5 or 6 inning start from Gregg today, and then get into that bullpen. Pitch down in the dirt, full count to Hairston. Yesterday the Travs had outstanding pitching in relief from Billy Stokely and Joel Peralta. Stokely especially, because the couple days before he was part of that trio of pitchers that had so much trouble getting out of the 6th inning, allowing a 9-run frame to Midland, and Stokely took the loss in that game. Allowed 4 runs in an inning and a third. Yesterday, 3 hitless innings. Back to the Stokely that has been so effective up until last Thursday night. Pitch inside, ball 4. Hairston takes the walk. A leadoff walk issued by Kevin Gregg in the 2nd inning, who brings up Brian Barden. No score here in the top of the 2nd inning. Nothing but sunny skies. Very calm early. It is a late morning now. Let's be honest. There's a lot of people that work, play in baseball, that are usually sleeping by now. And today, the exception to the rule, getting up about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning when most normal people get up at those times to go out and work the jobs. Both of these teams, the Diablos and the Travelers, however, they wake up early during spring training, so it isn't anything that's never happened. Barden fouls the first pitch back from Gregg for a strike. The routine of not just a minor leaguer, but the major leaguers as well during a spring training. First, you got to get up about 6:30 in the morning, sometimes earlier. Get out to the ballpark by 7:30, then drills in a game that starts about 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Pitch inside to Barden, 1 ball, 1 strike. So today is just like a spring training game, right? With 3,000 to 4,000 screaming kids at the game. They don't have that many people at the minor league spring training game. Toss on to first base. Hairston back in safely. In fact, I'd say that there may be a total of 3,000 people that attended Traveler minor league exhibition games during spring out in Mesa. Those games are sparsely attended. Gregg at the belt, a 1-1 count. Brian Barden takes a strike on a slider. Nice pitch by Gregg. He's got that sharp breaking pitch. 2 of them to be exact. The slider that he just threw to Barden. Maybe a bit more of a cut fastball. Late breaking motion on it. Doesn't break all that much, but enough to be effective. And the curveball, which he registered his first strikeout of the game on back in the first inning. Count 1-2. Barden batting .385. Swinging at a pitch. Short hop ball towards the shortstop. Picked up by Speck to second for 1 out. And Salazar to first. Rack him up. A double play. 6-4-3. Your Double B's double play brought to you by Double B's Exxon. 22 locations all across Arkansas. Double B's Exxon. Gas it, grab it, and go. And 2 runners go into the Diablo dugout after that 6-4-3. Perfect double play ball hit by Barden. Speck back at shortstop for his 3rd game since missing about a little over a week with that sore hamstring. Although he did make an error yesterday, he looked pretty slick over there. Here's Craig Ansman, the top power hitter on the Diablos, and Kevin Gregg busts him inside with a fastball. The count 1-0. Ansman, who in the 13-1 Diablo victory on Friday, he helped out the Diablos score 16 runs, and that was on Saturday, by the way. Bashed 3 base hits, 2 doubles, a home run. He scored 3 runs and knocked in 5. Certainly one of the games by an offensive player in the Texas League this year. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Ansman. He has 5 home runs this season. Swings at a pitch, line drive to right center, right to Kenny James. He played him there, and Kenny makes the catch to end the 2nd inning. Nice job by Gregg. Came back after the leadoff walk to get a double play and a flyout. We're still scoreless moving into the bottom of the 2nd inning at Raywinder Field on FM 101.1 The River.
If you have a Shell or Texaco credit card, your life just got easier. Shell is now accepting the Texaco credit card, and Texaco is now accepting the Shell credit card. That's right, both cards work in both places. In fact, both credit cards are welcome at over 23,000 Shell and Texaco stations nationwide. With that, the likelihood of not finding a gas station when you need it just went down the storm drain. The same conveniences still apply to both. You can pay at the pump or fill up with a few groceries inside. And if you're short on cash, you can still use them in the nationwide network of Plus ATM machines. And they're still available with no annual fee. But if your wallet hasn't been blessed with one of these credit cards before, here's its chance. You can apply by calling 888-98-SHELL or visit www.shellcreditcard.com. You can also apply for your Shell credit card at any Shell Superstop, your one-stop shop all across Arkansas.
Go your own way with National Car Rental. Take a one-tank trip and discover Arkansas. National's great weekend special is just what you need for a trip to the Ozarks. Or get your friends together and rent a minivan to visit historic Eureka Springs. National offers a wide choice of sizes and styles, from luxury cars to vans and sport utility vehicles. Unlimited mileage rates are available. National Car Rental has 2 convenient locations, Little Rock Airport and North Little Rock at 3919 Pike Avenue. See National Car Rental's ad in the yellow pages for more information. Go your own way with National Car Rental.
And we are back here at Raywinder Field for the bottom of the 2nd inning with the Travelers and the El Paso Diablos. No score right here on FM 101.1 The River, your home for Arkansas Traveler baseball and unforgettable favorites all baseball season long. Mike O'Keefe to begin the second inning for the Travelers. He's followed by Jason Hill and Brian Specht. Arkansas went down in order in the top of the first. We're still looking for our first hit of the game between these two teams. And they're the two top hitting teams in the Texas League, so we should have a lot of hits. Diablos leading the Texas League with a team batting average of .296. Mike O'Keefe fouls the first pitch off for a strike. Travelers right behind El Paso in the batting average department with a team average of .290. And actually, both these teams go 1 and 2 in the slugging percentage department as well as on-base percentage. Change up to O'Keefe from Perez, and O'Keefe fouls it back. So Perez out ahead in the count 0-2, and he threw O'Keefe 2 changeups to start this at-bat. So we know that he feels confidence in that pitch. Seems to be his best pitch, too. 2-strike pitch. Fastball left up high by Perez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Diablos also lead the Texas League in hits, doubles. They've been caught stealing more than any other Texas League team. They've also committed more errors than anyone else. O'Keefe out in front of another changeup. He just weakly pulls it down the first base line. Corey Myers standing at first base, picks it up. O'Keefe is out. 1 away. So Perez going to that changeup very often against O'Keefe. That's the pitch he's probably most susceptible to. And Mike was out ahead of each and every changeup Perez threw. Perez standing 6'2", 150 pounds. He was signed by the Diamondbacks in February of 1999. At that point, he was only 17 years old. Jason Hill standing in for the Travelers, taking a first pitch strike. Count 0-1. Hill, a .275 hitter, 1 homer, 10 runs batted in, and knocked in the Travs' winning run yesterday. Little 1-run, 2-out rally in the 5th inning. Hill collected the RBI single, and he is hit by a pitch from Perez. Right between the numbers as Hill turned his back to the pitcher's mound when the pitch came in. That's that tender area right there, the spinal cord. And that'll be a nice little stinger for Hill. He slowly walked down to first base. He seems to be in perfect working condition. So that's the first base runner for the Travs today. Came on a hit batter. And it brings up Brian Specht, the Arkansas shortstop. 3rd game back since the pulled hamstring kept him out for a little bit over a week. Yesterday, Brian collected a couple of base hits. In 4 at-bats, he is hitting the ball very well, especially from the left side where he is batting right now against the righty Perez. Hill off of first base. Specht takes a strike at the knees as Perez spun a slider. Brian hitting .283, 1 homer, and 8 runs batted in. And there was reported no soreness in the hamstring. All he needed was about a week's rest. A hamstring is the kind of injury that can flare up again and again. One of those nagging injuries. Specht takes a pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And in the game of baseball, if you're going to be an everyday player, it doesn't allow you all that much rest for your leg. And the hamstring, that's a muscle that we probably take for granted until it's hurt. Because you need your hamstring to walk. Hill taking off on the 1-1. Specht hits a little one-hopper to the second baseman, Hairston. And he'll throw to first base for the out. Hill advances safely to second base. Fielder's choice going 4-3 for the second out of the inning. It'll bring up Ryan Buddy. Specht was forced to swing at a pitch that he would rather have let go by. A high changeup. A little bit out in front, but Brian did a nice job waiting back on the ball just to make contact and put it in play. So the Travs have their first man in scoring position for Ryan Buddy, the team leader with 5 home runs. Ranks 2nd with 12 RBIs. He hits .286. Right-handed catcher from Midwest City, Oklahoma. First pitch, a swing and a miss on the slider thrown by Perez. That doesn't get any more Midwestern than Ryan Buddy. From the state of Oklahoma, extremely Midwest, from Midwest City. And he played his college ball at Oklahoma State. Now he feels right at home here in Arkansas. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slider at the letters on the inside corner, strike 2. Todd Titchener calling balls and strikes today. Has a very consistent, sometimes large strike zone. Angel Campos at third base. Rodney Galloway, the first base umpire. I should say, the pitcher is consistently large with his strike zone. 2-strike pitch to Bunny. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Perez threw him 3 consecutive off-speed breaking balls to end the second inning. Travs don't get a hit, don't get a run. They leave Jason Hill stranded at second base. We will head into the top of the third at Raywinder Field. No score here on a beautiful Monday morning in Little Rock on FM 101.1 The River.
Please take a moment to honor the brave men and women valiantly serving our country. Remember, our leadership as the future of a nation, and the lives of so many rest squarely on their shoulders. Finally, rally around friends and neighbors as they wait for the return of husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, fathers, and mothers. The sacrifice of the few protects the freedom of many. Stand and salute soldiers, leaders, and a nation united. This message of hope brought to you by Guatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville.
The Fish House is known all across Arkansas for its great catfish. But did you know that the Fish House can cater any event anywhere in the state? Catfish, chicken, hush puppy, shrimp, fries, coleslaw, baked beans, all of them cooked on site. The Fish House even provides plates, utensils, and napkins for up to 3,000 people. All you have to do is eat, because the Fish House takes care of everything else. Come see us for a great meal in Conway at 116 South Harkrider, or call toll-free 877-661-3774 for the Fish House.
Miller Lite. Miller time. It's time to grab the fellas and hit defrost. Great tasting Miller Lite. Time to melt cold shoulders. Time to pull your mojo out of the freezer and warm it up on the grill. It's time for a great tasting Miller Lite. Great tasting Miller Lite. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Your home for Travelers Baseball. FM 101.1 The River. KDRE. North Little Rock, Little Rock.
2 innings completed. No hits for either team. Travs just left their first base runner at second base in the bottom of the second inning. Here in the third, Kevin Gregg will face the bottom third of the Diablos batting order. Jesus Cota leads off. Corey Myers and Jeff Waldron will follow. As Gregg is not allowed to hit, just 1 base runner, 1 walk, and he erased him on a double play. First pitch of the inning, a strike to the knees of Cota, and the right-handed pitcher Gregg out ahead of the lefty. Cota 0-1. Cota 253 hitter, no homers, 5 RBIs. Just looking at him, he just drips with power potential as he takes a pitch low and away. Thing is, Cota hasn't hit much in this series. He is 0 for 8 against the Travs. It includes a double play bounced into, 2 strikeouts. Swing and a miss on a high fastball thrown by Gregg. 1 ball, 2 strikes. See a guy like Cota, tall, long, left-handed hitter, could do a lot of damage at Raywinder Field as he swings and fouls a pitch off the catcher. But his strike zone judgment doesn't seem to be outstanding. He has struck out 15 times, walked just 5 times. And a pitcher like Gregg, a little more veteran, he knows how to pitch to these kind of batters. Right now with a count of 1-2, Gregg has the count in his favor. Here comes the pitch, and it's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For some reason, the scoreboard operator has put the fanometer on the scoreboard while the other team is at bat. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Inside corner, and Cota 6 down on strikes. 2 strikeouts now for Kevin Gregg. Nice pitch on that inside half of the plate. I think you'd want the kids to be loud for the home team, not for the visitors. Here's Corey Myers stepping in. Oh, maybe they're a little too loud for the batters. Myers takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Well, that's one way to gain an advantage over your opponent at a home ballpark. Blow out their eardrums using your scoreboard. Myers pops a pitch up straight towards second base. About 5 steps in front of the bag. Brian Speck takes the catch on the infield grass, and there's 2 away in the third. Well, there's always been ways to gain an advantage on your opponent at your home ballpark. A lot of ballpark superintendents and groundskeepers have watered down the area in front of home plate to deaden the balls. in order to allow their players to bunt a little. They'll slow down the field by watering it heavily. Jeff Waldron takes inside for a ball. Waldron, a left-handed slugger, designated hitter. Yesterday he was 1 for 4. 1 ball, no strikes. Gregg throws the pitch. Fastball, strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Yeah, but all that deals with the field. I kind of like the idea of having your fans scream so loud that the visitors can't hear. Swing and a miss on a 1-1 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The thing is you are not allowed to play music while the ball is in play. In fact, once the pitcher brings his hands together, organ music and ballpark music must be silent. So you got to have the fans make all the noise. Pitch outside, 2-2 on Waldron. Scoreless game, top of the third. Diablos' bases are empty. There are 2 outs. Gregg, the windup, rears back, 2-2 pitch. Fastball fouled back into the net. And still a 2-2 count. Well, not only do we seem to have all these kids here at the ballpark, but there is a fair amount of just fans that just wanted to come to a morning game, playing hooky. 2-2 pitch, flies shallow to left field. Weber coming in, calls off the shortstop, and Jake makes the catch. That is a 1-2-3 third inning thrown by Kevin Gregg. Still no hits for either team. Take it to the fourth. No score at Raywinder Field. This is FM 101.1, The River.
Looking for the perfect snack to go along with the game? Pick up America's #1 food craving and hit a home run with your family. With more than 300 varieties of cheese made right here in America, there are endless ways to cave to the crave. Stop by your local grocer for ideas on how to create mouth-watering appetizers that the entire family is going to love. Cheese is the perfect snack to accompany any game, and you'll be a winner with your family. The power of cheese. The Isle of Capri and Lula has your Isle 1 Players Club card. Earn comps, points, and mail offers. Receive cash back on the same day. Plus Isle miles for fabulous merchandise and Carnival cruises. New Isle players who join the new Isle 1 Players Club and earn 10 points or 1 hour of rated table play in one gaming day will win from $1,000 to $5,000 instantly. All part of the Isle $1 million giveaway. Come in and sign up. Earn 10 points or 1 hour of table play and scratch it off. Winning? That easy. It all happens with Isle 1. The best club, the most rewards, only at the Isle of Capri Casino in Lula. No purchase necessary. Full details at the Isle 1 booth. Warmer days are moving in. Get moving on your tan. Look good and feel great with a healthy, glowing tan from Advanced Sun Systems. Advanced Sun Systems has 4 levels of tanning to suit you and unlimited tanning packages that start at $20 a month with a one-time enrollment fee. Advanced Sun Systems also has the hottest swimwear and beachwear with colors and styles you won't find anywhere else. It's summer year-round at Advanced Sun Systems, located on Chenal Parkway, Maumelle, and the North Little Rock location that offers the incredible UV-free Mystic Tan. Make your appointment today at Advanced Sun Systems and get ready for the ultimate tanning experience.
Some of the schools are being introduced here to the field by our public address announcer, Kevin Cruz. They're actually not going out onto the field, but as each school is announced, of course, tons of school pride for these kids. We've got it from kindergarten up through high school. Too bad we couldn't get any UALR classes out here. They have an algebra class. Baseball's about algebra. What do you say? Come out here and go ahead and skip that college class. Get out to the ballpark. It's an educational experience for all of us. Scoreless game. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Junior Zamora leading off. Kenny James and Nathan Haynes follow against Beltran Perez, who has struck out 2 batters. Seems to have high confidence in his off-speed pitches, curveball, and the changeup. Right here, it blows a fastball right by the bat of Junior Zamora for a strike. Because Perez is so effective with his off-speed pitches, makes the fastball look that much quicker, especially because he's already established the changeup. Batters will go up possibly looking for it. Here's the 0-1 to Junior, and it's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Zamora, the Traveler third baseman. Junior batting .324, couple homers, and 11 men driven in. Fastball fouled back by Zamora. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom third of the Trav order has been pretty productive this year, especially when you have a guy like Kenny James down in that order and KJ batting .323. James drove in a run with a double yesterday. Zamora has been over .300 all season. Perez, a slider, gets him swinging. Strike 3. And Perez right now dealing beautifully. He looks very strong. And there have been some questions as to whether Perez can consistently get Double-A batters out, because last year, after a superb season in Single-A, Perez was knocked around like a ping pong ball. Gave up a 547 earned run average, 292 batting average against. He lasted just 20 games in the Texas League before a demotion to the California League. Strike to Kenny James at the knees. Trav Sennett, right fielder, is in the bat left-handed against Perez. Well, Beltran pitched very well in 5 starts in the California League last year. Gets James to pop up a pitch here. Foul territory, third base side. Brian Barden over towards the fence. He reaches over the kids and makes the catch. 1 row into the stands. Nice job by Barden, first of all, going over to the fence, not being afraid of it, and then reaching into the stands. I'll tell you what, Barden is lucky that it's a morning game, and those fans over there at third base haven't had enough time to suck back a cold Frosty here and there, because that's where the fans usually get a little more rowdy. And I worry about the health of third basemen going over there to try to make a catch. So instead of cold Frosties, they're just drinking milk over there. Nathan Haynes takes a pitch outside, ball 1. And through the first 9 batters, no base hits allowed by Perez. Haynes swings, and there's the first base hit for the Travs today. The 2-out single in the 3rd inning, grounded to right field. So Haynes, who entered the game batting .311, will see his average rise a little bit on his 24th base hit of the season. Only Jake Weber has collected more hits for the Travs at 27 base hits. Here's Oscar Salazar. And with the speedy Haynes at first base, watch Nathan. He has stolen 5 bases in 6 tries. Catcher Craig Ansman has a pretty good arm. A better defensive catcher between him and Waldron. Haynes fakes the steal. Salazar pops the first pitch out of play for a strike. Oscar struck out in the first inning. One of 3 strikeout victims for the pitcher, Beltran Perez. Perez really very impressive in the California League last year. Took his demotion very well. Throw to first base, not in time. Just the plain fact that he skipped over a level. There's 2 levels at single A. He pitched in 2001 at low single A, went 12-4 and a 281 earned run average. He skipped up to double A. And that 1 level, even though it's still single A, the California League is a step above the Midwest League. Skipping a level like that sometimes is a mistake, and it seemed to be with Perez. 547 earned run average in the Texas League last year, but pitching in Lancaster and one of the best hitters parks in baseball, he allowed just a 251 earned run average. The 0-1 pitch to Salazar inside with that breaking pitch, and the count is 1-1 on the Travelers' second baseman. Perez started this season with a 7 shutout inning performance against San Antonio, but then was batted around for 14 runs in his next 13 innings. Haynes taking off on the pitch, a called strike throw to second. Haynes is safe with a steal. Stolen base number 6 for the Travelers team leader. And another nice pitch by Perez, a slider on the outside corner. Because that pitch was just a little bit slower than the fastball, gave Nathan the extra jump. So Salazar was knocked in 6 runs this year with a chance to give the Travs the early lead. Bottom of the 3rd, no score. Salazar checks a swing, but he goes across. Strike 3, says home plate umpire Todd Titchener. And the Travelers go scoreless in the 3rd. No runs, the first Arkansas hit of the game, and a man left at second base. 3 innings completed, no score at Raywinder Field. We'll be back after this on FM 101.1 The River.
Synonymous. Words alike in significance and meaning, like summer and baseball. Baseball and Raywinder Field. Raywinder Field and hot dogs. Hot dogs and Coca-Cola. Yes, Coke is joining the Travs All-Star lineup this summer right alongside the future Anaheim Angels wearing the Travelers uniform. Enjoy the best value in family entertainment in Central Arkansas. Raywinder Field, the Arkansas Travelers, and Coke. 3 summer classes. Call 664-1555 or visit our website at travs.com.
Sports is fun, but it's just a game. Your life, on the other hand, needs a little more serious game plan. Like preparation for a career in today's growing technical fields. That's why ITT Technical Institute offers associate's degree programs in areas like electronics, computer drafting and design, and information technology. The skills and knowledge taught are in technical areas that can have practical value in the workplace. For more information on ITT Tech, call 565-5550 today. Or find us on the web at itt-tech.edu.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham. All on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Top of the 4th inning at Raywinder Field. No score. Pitchers are the dominant force in the first 3 innings. Kevin Gregg and Beltran Perez combining for just 1 hit allowed, 3 innings apiece. In the 4th inning, Diablos have Victor Hall leading off. Pops the first pitch from Kevin Gregg behind third base in foul territory. Ryan Speck giving chase from shortstop, and he runs out of room. In fact, he had to run right into the Diablo bullpen in left field. Flush up against the crowd, and actually the Diablos helped Speck out a little bit by getting up off their bench and making a little room for him. Kind of thought that they might form a human wall, trying to play a little Red Rover with him. Count 0-1 on Hall. Left-handed batter fouls the next pitch from Gregg away. Just a half-hearted swing. Hall, I shouldn't say half-hearted. That's how the swing looks, but he swings this way by design. It's a fairly slow swing, but quick with the wrists. Just flicks the bat at the pitch, a la Rod Carew. He's holding the bat lazily up there. All he's trying to do is blue balls over shortstop, but he'll swing and miss at a fastball, and Gregg records his 3rd strikeout of the game. A little fastball right by him. Nice job by Gregg. It'll bring up Tim Olson. Olson, a strikeout victim in the 1st. Well, you really expect a lot more runs, in fact, a lot more hits over the first 3 innings of this game. Apparently the pitchers are awake and the batters are asleep. Olson tried to check his swing in a curveball, but he followed through. Strike 1. Many different phrases you could use for a morning game such as this. Olson hits one off the end of the bat, fly down the right field line, shallow. James charging in from right field, and he makes the catch, running across the foul line. 2 outs in the 4th. One term for a game such as this, because there's no batting practice, the players and the coaches will call it a strap-on game. They just strap on the uniform, get out there, and play. Could call it the halfway asleep game, or the pick the corners out of your eyes game. You know that the sleep that's left in your eyes when you get out of bed. Probably a few players still dealing with that. Scoreless game, top of the 4th, 2 outs. Nate Murphy, the batter. Kevin Gregg, fastball, inside, 1-0. And on a day such as this, certainly the Travs and the Diablos, the only teams playing in the Texas League today. All the games we played tomorrow. In fact, there's not much baseball going to be played today at all. Strike on the outside corner to Murphy. He's flying out to right field in the 1st. There's only 2 games scheduled for Major League Baseball today, both in the American League. Murphy, a little tapper to the second baseman Salazar. Fields it, flips it onto first, and another 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Gregg. Kevin has not allowed a hit in 4 innings. The Travelers have collected just 1 hit. Take our scoreless game to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Raywinder Field on FM 101.1 The River.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the votes have been tabulated, and here are the winners. Voted Pulaski County's best barbecue, Pig and Chick Restaurant. Voted Pulaski County's best catfish, Pig and Chick Restaurant. Voted best plate lunch, once again, Pig and Chick Restaurant. And last but not least, voted best family dinner. And you guessed it, the overall winner, Pig and Chick Restaurant in Sherwood. Congratulations to Pig and Chick Restaurant, just 2 blocks south of Kiel Avenue in Sherwood. To dine at your house, call 834-5456. To place your order and pick it up at the drive-thru window. Or to cater your family or company parties over the holidays, call 834-5456. And for the best barbecue, catfish, plate lunch, or family sit-down dinner, visit Pig and Chick Restaurant. Restaurant, 7824 Highway 107. That's JFK Boulevard, 2 blocks south of Kiel Avenue in Sherwood. Open Monday through Saturday. Hey, it's a proven winner.
Miller time. It's time to tuck the sun in and give it a goodnight kiss. Miller time. It's time to put the 9 to 5 back on the shelf. Miller time. Time to wear the knife like a cape and break out the Miller Lite. It's time for real time. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Pitchers dominating here in the early going. No score. Bottom of the fourth here in Raywinder Field. Travelers have collected the game's only hit. Nathan Haynes, a 2-out single in the third inning, but he was left standing at second base. Beltran Perez has struck out 4 Travelers in 3 innings. Just a hit and 1 hit batter, the only men to reach base. I think I mentioned last inning that there's 2 games in the American League today. That's wrong. They're both in the National League. Florida taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks in Phoenix later tonight. And the Dodgers hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. One day after the Phillies, well, they'll lose that glow from the no-hitter thrown by Kevin Millwood yesterday. Jake Weber, first pitch swinging, grounder, fair down the first base line, extra bases for Jake Weber. He touches first, heading for second. Ball not yet picked up from the outfield. Weber trying for 3. No cutoff throw in time for here. Jake Weber slides to third base with a leadoff triple. Well, Jake jumped on the first pitch from Perez. Didn't exactly crush the ball down the first base line and just past Corey Myers, who didn't have enough time to dive for it. Lunged out with his left hand. The ball evaded him. And Jake collects his first triple of the year. Second triple of the year. Team leader with 10 doubles. Jake is also the team leader with 13 extra base hits, and the Travelers have another chance to score a run against Beltran Perez, who has not allowed a run. Mike O'Keefe stands in. First pitch taken outside, ball 1. O'Keefe saw pretty much nothing but off-speed pitches in his second inning at-bat. Rounding out weakly to the first baseman, Corey Myers. Infield is all the way up. The 1-0 pitch to O'Keefe, low and inside, ball 2. Actually, the Diablos now have their second baseman, Scott Hairston, and the first baseman, Corey Myers, even with their bag on the infield dirt. Same with the shortstop, Olson, shaded maybe 2 steps up the middle. Third baseman in on the grass. The pitch outside. O'Keefe takes ball 3. Well, O'Keefe up there. He doesn't want to swing at any of these changeups. He's trying to force Perez to throw fastballs. Perez, I don't think, wants to throw him one. Here's the 3-0. Swing and a high fly ball, right center field. Back on it, Victor Hall. He has room to make the catch. Weber tags up from third. He will score, and the Travs lead 1-0. O'Keefe knocks in his 22nd run of the season on a sacrifice fly to right field. And he comes back to the dugouts with some high fives for his teammates. A little low five from reliever Mark Kroon, who is sporting the largest afro seen in professional baseball since Oscar Gamble. Jason Hill standing in with the Travs ahead, 1-0. First pitch on the way, and he swings, line drive to left field, base hit just past the diving third baseman. So the Travelers have found a little bit of a hole in Perez. They're waiting on off-speed pitches, and if he leaves them high in the strike zone or anywhere down the middle around the belt, if it doesn't drop, if it's not a sinking changeup, it's a much easier pitch to hit. And it looked like that's what Weber hit for his triple. And that's what Jason Hill got as well. Speck standing in now with Hill at first base. Well, only 1 out in the 4th inning. Travs have scored the game's first run. Infield looks to turn 2. Speck batting left-handed. First pitch, swings. High fly ball to center field. Turn around the center fielder Hall, but he finds the spot and makes the catch. Hall didn't know where that ball was going off the bat. It was hit directly over his head. But he was able to get in there. So 2 outs in the fourth. Still a man at first base. 1-0 Travelers. Travs getting on the scoreboard to take the lead, scoring the first run for the 18th time in 24 games. Ryan Buddy stepping in. He was the second strikeout victim of Perez, ending the second by striking out on a curveball. First pitch is that curveball. It's low and outside, ball 1. Well, getting closer to 12 o'clock here. The kids will be heading down towards the concession stands to continue eating their hot dogs. They get 1 free hot dog, compliments of Sonic and Dr. Pepper, plus a free drink. And they get to the game. Low and outside to Buddy. 2 balls, no strikes. Of course, there's plenty more for the kids to purchase. And what better than a nice lunch of nachos with jalapenos at noon? I was always a fan of the school nachos. My high school had them. Here's the 2-0. Buddy takes outside, ball 3. Perez trying that outside corner time after time. Well, if you call nachos junk food, it shouldn't be in school. But it's right here at the ballpark, and the kids can eat it. There's a first strike to Buddy. He takes it. And Perez really just hung that fastball down the middle. There's also pizza available at the ballpark here, so you get pizza in your school cafeteria. I think the only thing we're missing is chocolate milk. 3-1 pitch, outside, ball 4. That sends Hill to second base, and Buddy takes the first walk offered by Beltran Perez. Junior Zamora standing in next for the Travelers. Well, this is a kind of a sports challenge day today. The minors have a lot of games going on. Pacific Coast League seems to have a full schedule of games. The Eastern League has their full schedule, but the majors aren't playing today. It looks like the majors these days are trying to stay away from Monday games. But what else to remind you that it's a Monday? I'd rather have baseball on a Monday. First pitch to Zamora, swinging bunt tap back to the mound. Perez takes it. He'll underhand the ball to first base, and that'll end the Travs' 4th inning. But the Travelers get on the scoreboard first. 1 run, 2 base hits, 2 men left on. Travelers have the lead. 1-0 over the El Paso Diablos. Back for the top of the 5th inning following this break on the river.
Boy, it sure gets hot during the baseball season, and Ready Ice, Arkansas's largest ice company, is always the best choice to keep your favorite drinks cold. Once again, Ready Ice is proud to present Ready Ice Wednesdays at Raywinder Field. Just pop in anywhere Ready Ice is sold in Greater Little Rock, like Exxon stations or your local convenience store, and grab a coupon good for $2 admission to any Travs Wednesday home game. Get ready, get the coupon, and go to Ready Ice Discount Wednesdays at Raywinder Field.
Stop by AgPro at Highway 165 in England and take a look at the new John Deere 5020 Series tractors. This rugged lineup can handle your livestock chores with ease. Choose the 45 to 75 PTO horsepower straddle mount, isolated open operator station, or cab model that fits your needs. The new tractors offer improved comfort, control, and convenience. So check out the new John Deere 5020 Series tractors at AgPro at Highway 165 in England.
Top Shoes, Arkansas's largest shoe store, and New Balance are proud to support our travelers. New Balance shoes come in the size and width that fit every Travs fan. And Top Shoes has the largest selection of New Balance shoes in the entire state. Not only does New Balance have shoes for athletes, Top Shoes have New Balance shoes for foot problems such as diabetic neuropathy or plantar fascia. The friendly employees at Top Shoes will gladly measure your feet and get that New Balance that is just right for you. Top Shoes is located in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Benton, Conway, Russellville, and throughout Arkansas.
Travelers have the lead 1-0 over El Paso. We move into the top of the 5th inning. Diablos still in search of their first base hit of the game. Phil Elson joining you at the yard today. Make sure you join us again tomorrow as the Travelers finish up the homestand before heading out for the West Texas Swing. Game time tomorrow, 7:10. You can pick up discount tickets at Exxon stations in Greater Little Rock. Gates open 6:10 tomorrow, and the Travelers ITT Tech pregame show will start at 6:50 right here on Unforgettable Favorites FM 101.1 The River. 1-0 Travs. Kevin Gregg throws the first pitch of the inning, and it's a called strike taken by Scott Hairston. Hairston, Brian Barden, and Craig Ansman, the batters that Gregg will face here in the 5th inning. Hairston takes another strike, fastball down Broadway. Only batter to reach base for El Paso this morning is Hairston. He led off the 2nd inning by taking a walk after being behind on the count 0-2 as well, as he is right now. But Hairston was erased on the front end of a double play. Gregg lifts the leg, and the 2-strike pitch is lined. One hopper to the third baseman. Nice play, Junior Zamora. Throw across the diamond for the out. One away. Kevin Gregg isn't doing anything special here. He is keeping the Diablos off balance by mixing speeds on his breaking pitches. That sharp slider, nice curveball. And he's locating the fastball nicely. Kevin Gregg pitching a fine game so far. Just nothing flashy. Here's Barden standing in. He bounced into the double play in the 2nd inning. First pitch from Gregg downstairs for a ball. Barden, a .385 hitter, 1 homer, 19 RBIs. That's the team leader in the batting average and run batted in department. The 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss on Kevin Gregg's curveball. Barden right now the offensive leader for the El Paso Diablos. They're playing their 3rd straight game against the Travs without Billy Martin, who pretty much is their top hitter. Slider low and outside, and the count 2-1. Martin with the heel problem, classified as plantar fasciitis, if I'm saying it correctly. 2-1 pitch from Gregg, fouled back this way on top of the press box. And it's a 2-2 count. And Martin, with that heel problem, he really has a lot of pain. Tough to run and tough to hit. He's got a .381 average. The 2-2 called strike 3. On the inside corner at the knees, Brian Barden disagreeing with home plate umpire Todd Titchener, and a few choice words for him as he marches back into the third base dugout. 2 outs in the 5th inning. Gregg racking up his 4th strikeout of the game. Ansman standing in. The El Paso catcher flied to right field in the 2nd. 1-0 Travelers, top of the 5th. Gregg's first pitch to the big right. He breaks his bat. Little one-hopper dribbling down the first base line. He'll keep charging in. The ball rolls foul. Well, Mike knew he had a limited piece of time to get to that ball, and it was a great pitch thrown by Gregg. Shattered Ansman's bat. Really splintered it right on the handle. But Mike just couldn't get to the ball in time. It hit the grass, and the spin on the baseball carried it further towards the foul line. So instead of Gregg getting the 3rd out of the inning, he starts off with a strike on Ansman. Jesus Cota on deck. Ansman 5 for 11 his last 3 games. And the game of his season on Friday night. A swing and a miss on the 0-1 pitch, and it's 0-2. Actually, that was Saturday night. I mentioned earlier he hit his 5th home run of the year, knocked in 5 runs, leading the Diablos to a 16-1 win over the Travs. But yesterday, Ansman was quieted somewhat, going 1 for 4, scoring one of El Paso's 2 runs. Gregg in the driver's seat here, 2 outs, bases empty. The 2-strike pitch, fastball, just missing the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kevin Gregg hasn't gone more than 5 innings this year, and went out away from pitching 5 innings without allowing a hit. The pitch to Ansman buzzes him. He has to duck underneath it. Kevin Gregg has outstanding control with his fastball today. I'm thinking he was trying to back Ansman off the plate. He really dives in to home plate when he takes his massive swing. The 2-2. Fastball missing outside. Gregg aiming for the corner with that last pitch. He's tried both the inside and outside corner on the last 3 pitches. Hasn't had the call, so the count is full. 3-2. Catcher sets up outside. Payoff pitch. Swing and a fly ball foul to right field. This one ends up on top of Raywinder Field's roof. With the sun pouring in from a high above third base, the entire ballpark splashed here in golden sunlight. Just a few rows of shade up on the roof in the first base stand. 1-0 Travelers. Gregg's payoff pitch again. Curveball yanked foul down towards third. Greg's been trying the corners both inside and outside. Again, trying to take advantage of Ansman's natural swing in which he kind of hops up on his feet, on the tip of his toes, takes a huge lunge towards the pitcher's mound. His momentum carries him a little bit across the plate. A very powerful swing. Loads of power potential for Ansman. His home run on Saturday was hit to right field and hit a ton. See what Greg comes with on another payoff pitch. Deep breath, but timeout called by Ansman as Kevin had trouble finding the sign from his catcher, Ryan Buddy. All right, now he's got the sign. Another pitch and another foul ball. That time, Greg came in on the hands of Ansman. He's already broken his bat once in this at-bat on a ball that turned out to go foul. Wind up, and Kevin throws another pitch. Fastball, swing, and a foul back to the screen. 4 foul balls in this at-bat, and still a 3-2 count. These are the at-bats that waste pitchers' pitch counts, and the Travs and the rest of the Angels organization are usually pretty strict about pitch count. Another payoff pitch. Swing and a fly ball deep to left field. Chasing it, Jake Weber is there to make the catch. And another 1-2-3 inning tossed by Kevin Gregg. He has thrown 4. 1-2-3 innings, hasn't allowed a hit through 5. 1-0, Travs have the lead. Bottom of the 5th coming up at Raywinder. After this break on FM 101.1, The River.
The Fish House is known all across Arkansas for its great catfish. But did you know that the Fish House can cater any event anywhere in the state? Catfish, chicken, hush puppy, shrimp, fries, coleslaw, baked beans, all of them cooked on site. The Fish House even provides plates, utensils, and napkins for up to 3,000 people. All you have to do is eat, because the Fish House takes care of everything else. Come see us for a great meal in Conway at 116 South Harkrider, or call toll-free 877-661-3774 for the Fish House.
Imagine what it feels like to be a hero every day. You can make a difference in the Coast Guard. Jobs that matter.
Join the Coast Guard or Coast Guard Reserve. Save lives, stop drugs, protect the environment. Call toll-free 1-877-NOW-USCG.
Coast Guard. Jobs that matter.
Call toll-free 1-877-NOW-USCG. The Coast Guard. Jobs that matter.
The best part of a convenience store is convenience. Double B's Exxon wants to make your trip to our stores as convenient as possible. That's why we featured Speed Pass at our Exxon locations. Speed Pass is the easiest, most efficient method of payment at the pump, available exclusively at Exxon. Of course, Double B's Exxon features all sorts of ice-cold beverages and snacks. Double B's Exxon, locations at Greater Little Rock, are the places to pick up your Tuesday and Wednesday Travs Family Night discount tickets. And be sure to listen to the Double B's Double Play all season long. Double B's Exxon. Gas it, grab it, and go!
Let the screaming continue. And plenty to scream about right now if you're a Traveler fan. 1-0, Arkansas leading the El Paso Diablos. And we're in the bottom of the 5th inning at Raywinder Field. Beautiful day. Beautiful kids. Perfect day. Couldn't be any better right now. Tomorrow, the final game in the homestand will be off on Wednesday. Travs then visit Midland, Texas for 4 games against the Rockhounds. That'll be next Thursday through Sunday. Then 4 games in El Paso, Monday through Thursday. And back at Raywinder Field for the Shell Discount Weekend. Leading off here in the 5th inning, Kenny James takes a pitch down low for ball 1. And starting pitcher Beltran Perez. You can get those discount family tickets at all Shell gas stations, the Shell Superstop stations, I should say, across central Arkansas. James swings at the 1-0 pitch, fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. And those tickets are good for $2 admission during the Shell Discount Family Weekend, Friday, May 9th, Saturday, May 10th. A couple giveaways during that weekend as well. Perez tries the outside corner and gets it for a called strike on James. 1 ball, 2 strikes. James 0 for 1. He fouled out to third base in the third inning. Batting left-handed, getting his second at-bat of the game. Perez winds and deals. Change up outside, 2-2. Let's see, Friday, May 9th, giving away inflatable hats. Southwest Airlines inflatable hats. Looks like one of the planes. The first 250 paid kids on Friday, May 9. James, fly ball deep right center field. That ball is off the fence. James streaking for second base. The throw comes in. He is standing there at second with a leadoff double in the fifth. Kenny finding his power stroke the last couple of days. Yesterday an RBI double, and today reaching back and smacking one to right center field. For Kenny, his 7th double of the year and another chance to score a run for the Travs. Nathan Haynes digging into home plate. He collected the Travs' first base hit, a 2-out single in the third inning. Third baseman Barden playing even with the bag, about 15 steps off the line. They are anticipating a bunt. Haynes bunts it in the air. The pitcher can't get to it. First baseman Myers picks it up. He throws to first base and gets the out on Haynes. Haynes bunted that ball not straight up in the air. It hung up a little bit, but he placed it pretty much between the first baseman and the pitcher. Nice job getting James to third base. The sacrifice goes 3-4 with the out at first. Oscar Salazar, the next Traveler batter. Salazar has struck out in both of his plate appearances today, swinging in the first and third innings. Infield up, 1 out. First pitch, look out, thrown towards Salazar. He backs off and takes ball 1. Salazar entering the game with 6 RBIs, and considering how much higher his batting average is than most players on this team, you'd expect more than 6 RBIs. Chance to make it 7 right here. Perez from the belt, the 1-0. Slider, good pitch, strike 1. Oscar has been susceptible to Perez's breaking pitches in his 2 at-bats, striking out on a slider in the first inning and a slow curve in the third. 1-0 Arkansas leading. Set position by Perez. Salazar swings, ground ball up the middle, past the diving second baseman Hairston. James scores, 2-0 Travs, and Salazar streaking for second base. He is out at second base. Well, Salazar tried to out-hustle the Diablos as his ground ball was slowed down by Hairston, who dove up the middle. The ball ended up in short right center field. Murphy, the right fielder, came in, picked the ball up and threw Salazar out at second base. So it is a base hit, scoring James. The out at second goes 9-6. But it is 2-0 Arkansas on Salazar's 2nd RBI of the year. 7th RBI of the year. Jake Weber, the next batter for the Travelers, with the bases empty and 2 away. Not a bad idea at all by Salazar. Be a little aggressive. He had already brought the run across. Jake Weber standing in. Weber tripled in the 4th inning. Scored the game's first run. He takes a curveball low and outside. 1-0. Jake Weber has now reached base in every game he has played this year. 22 straight. Swing, line drive, shallow right center, base hit. And it's 2 base hits for Jake Weber, the team leader with 29 hits on the season. And that batting average getting up to the 350 mark. And talk about some of the offseason acquisitions that the Angels made for this Traveler roster. Jake Weber needs to be at the top of the list. Great pickup. Very astute pickup as well by the Angels. They saw Weber throughout his minor league career, saw something they liked in him, and I think that the number one thing they liked in Jake was his consistent attitude day-to-day and his consistent ability to produce. Mike O'Keefe at the plate. He drove in Arkansas's first run with a sac fly in the 4th. Weber off of first. Pitch 1 is ball 1 downstairs. Also at the top of the list now would be Adonis Harrison, who is missing his 3rd straight game with a slight pull in his hamstring. And Kevin Gregg, who has thrown 5 hitless innings against El Paso right here. Weber draws a throw to first. He is just barely back in. A 2-0 lead for the Arkansas Travelers. Looking for their second consecutive win. 1 ball, no strikes on Mike O'Keefe, the left-handed hitter. Stands patiently at the plate. Weber draws another throw and beats it back in. Travs winning 9 of the last 12 ball games. Little 2-game losing streak right in the middle. The 1-0. O'Keefe takes ball 2. Low and inside below the knees. Diablos, meanwhile, they're a team that's been short streaky. Started off the season winning 3 straight in San Antonio. Then they lost 2 in a row. Then they won 4 of 5. Lost 3 straight. And even before coming to Little Rock, they lost 3 in a row after a 3-game winning streak. O'Keefe swings and misses and a change-up in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Traveler first baseman. Travs, meanwhile, have had 1 3-game winning streak, 1 7-gamer, never losing more than 2 straight. Diablos 3 3-game winning streaks, 2 3-game downers. Certainly a team that's been inconsistent. Travs have been consistently good, with the exception of last Friday and Saturday's games. And they lost 12-9, losing an 8-run lead. And then on Saturday it was, losing 16-1. But I think that they've rebounded quite nicely. 2-1 pitch to O'Keefe. Low, ball 3. Travelers forcing Perez to throw a lot more pitches the last couple of innings. O'Keefe working deep in the count. Perez has walked only 1 batter in his 5 2/3 inning. 3 balls, 1 strike to O'Keefe. Waiting for a fat pitch. Weber takes off. The pitch is outside. O'Keefe down to first base on the second walk from Perez, and Weber into second. That'll bring a visit to the mound by Diablo pitching coach Claude Osteen. And that should be a pretty familiar name for baseball fans. If you watched the L.A. Dodgers during the 60s, you certainly saw Claude Osteen pitch as the number 3 pitcher behind Hall of Fame legends Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale. And he had an outstanding major league career. First of all, he got to the major leagues as a 17-year-old, fresh out of Reading High School out of Ohio. 18-year career. He went 196 and 195, a member of the 65 world champion Dodgers. And Osteen back in the minors as a minor league pitching coach. Besides the fact that he's been a major league pitcher for 18 years, he also was a major league pitching coach with the Phillies from 82 till 1988. He coached 3 Cy Young Award winners while with Philadelphia, helped them win the 1983 National League Championship. Last major league pitching coach assignment was with the Dodgers, 99 and 2000. And he's back into the dugout after speaking with Perez. Up to the plate, Jason Hill. Hill hit by a pitch in the second, singled in the 4th. Having a good day so far. Perez from the stretch, and the fastball is inside, 1-0. 2-0 Travelers, men at first and second base, 2 outs. Coming into the game, Hill batting .400 with men in scoring position, but he swings and misses at a fastball from Beltran Perez. Perez took that pitch on the outside corner, and Hill's bat wasn't quite long enough. Hill had the game-winning hit yesterday, 2-out RBI single in the 6th inning. Actually, it was in the 5th inning. Right where we stand now. This time the Travs are leading 2-0. Perez ready. Pickoff play at second base. He throws it into center field. Weber got up a little bit late. He can't take off for third. Perez, first off, gave away that he was throwing to second base by slowly stepping off the mound, wheeling towards second, and then his throw about 5 feet to the wrong side of the bag. Well, Weber had dove in head first and could not see the ball get into center. 1-1 count. Hill swings at a slider and pops it directly over my head. And it's a 1-2 count to the Traveler designated hitter, Hill, who has started at third base, first base, and catcher, and as DH as well. Certainly the most versatile player on this team. You have a player like Carlos Duncan who is versatile in the field. The problem is Carlos has problems fielding the ball in the outfield and the infield, but he can hit. Jason Hill is actually pretty adequate at first and third base. Hits one off the end of the bat underneath the pitcher's glove. Hairston gobbles it up at second and throws Jason out. That'll end the fifth inning. But the Travs get back on the scoreboard. 1 run on 3 base hits. Oscar Salazar drives the RBI home. 2-0 Travelers. We'll go to the 6th inning right here on FM 101.1, The River.
Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia specializes in autographed collectibles from the worlds of baseball, football, basketball, movies, and music. Memorabilia signed by the likes of Joe Montana, Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams, John Wayne, Marilyn Monroe, Elvis, Britney Spears, and the Beatles. And remember, everything sold at Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia is 100% authentic or guaranteed. It's all at Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia at the intersection of Rainwood Drive and Green Mountain. Give them a call at 219-0003 for Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia.
Miller Lite. Miller time. It's time to grab the fellas and hit defrost. Great tasting Miller Lite. Time to melt cold shoulders. Time to pull your mojo out of the freezer and warm it up on the grill. It's time for a great tasting Miller Lite. Great tasting Miller Lite. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Hello? I've got good news. What? My Aristotle internet bill is only $5.50 this month. Last month it was only $7.
And that's your good news?
Uh-huh. With Aristotle, you only pay for the time you spend online at the rate of 50 cents an hour. How much time do you spend on the internet?
Well,
I bet you'd save money with Aristotle, too.
I probably would.
Okay, bye. Oh, yeah, also, I'm getting married.
Good news should be shared with good friends. Sign up for Aristotle Internet at www.aristotle.net.
Welcome back to the ballpark here at Raywinder Field. Travs leading 2-0. Jesus Cota leading off for the El Paso Diablos. Diablos still in search of their first base hit of the game. Kevin Gregg spinning 5 shutout frames, allowing just 1 base runner on a walk. 4 strikeouts for the Oregonian. Leading off is Jesus Cota, strikeout victim in the 3rd. Left-handed batter takes a strike from Gregg right down the middle. Kevin hasn't faced more than 3 batters in an inning and has only thrown 4 pitches from the stretch after Hairston walked to begin the 2nd inning, but he got a double play. Cota takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Myers and Waldron follow Cota in the lineup. Gregg seems to have found a nice rhythm. The 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Blowing a fastball by Cota's back. Came inside as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You may have heard it on the crowd mic. Hot dogs are $1. Anyone want a $1 hot dog? Get over here to the ballpark. 1-2 pitch to Cota. Popped out of play. Getting to around lunchtime. Coming up to about noon when that lunch bell rings throughout the schools and most hardworking people get a chance to eat at noon. Cota swings and misses on a ball in the dirt. Nice job by Buddy smothering it. Tags the batter to complete the strikeout. That's 5 Ks for Kevin Gregg. It's set down 11 batters in a row. Actually, 12 batters in a row. Corey Myers, the batter. He popped out to shortstop in the 3rd inning. Gregg lines, lifts the leg, rears back and fires inside, ball 1. Diablos this year celebrating their 30th anniversary as the El Paso Diablos as Myers swings and misses on a high fastball. Diablos used to be called the El Paso Sun Kings before the name change in 1973. Little ground ball down the first base line, picked up by O'Keefe in back of the bag. Steps on first base, and that's 2 outs. Great pitch by Kevin Gregg. I think I've said that probably about 40 times this game. Great pitch by Kevin Gregg. A fastball on the hands of Myers. And just a weak dribbler down that first base area. So 2 quick outs in the 6th, bringing up Jeff Waldron. Waldron fly to left field in the 3rd inning. Left-handed batter. First pitch, strike 1, outside corner. Another thing about the way Kevin is pitching, he's keeping his fastballs really away from the heart of the strike zone. He's grazing those corners time after time. Another fastball, another strike, again, outside corner. Kevin has had 3 perfect innings in a row. Still hasn't allowed a hit. The 2-strike pitch. Fastball grounded slowly towards shortstop. Speck charges, gloves it, on the run. The throw to first is in time. And another 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Gregg. 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 2-0 Travelers lead. Back for the bottom of the 6th after this on the River.
Sports is fun, but it's just a game. Your life, on the other hand, needs a little more serious game plan. Like preparation for a career in today's growing technical fields. That's why ITT Technical Institute offers associate's degree programs in areas like electronics, computer drafting and design, and information technology. The skills and knowledge taught are in technical areas that can have practical value in the workplace. For more information on ITT Tech, call 565-5550 today. Or find us on the web at itt-tech.edu.
When Mac told me about BC Powder, I had no idea it would start a 20-year friendship.
Yeah, I remember Tim laying on the locker room floor.
It was my first televised wrestling match. You were the referee. A lot of help you were. I got tossed in the 3rd row of seats.
Yeah, now that's a BC moment.
My back was sore, neck was sore, shoulder was hurt, and you said, "Here, kid, here's a BC."
Yeah, BC works quick. It'll get you back on your feet to do it all over again.
BC is the best-kept secret in wrestling.
Not anymore.
BC Powder. Share the relief. Use as directed.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham. All on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Welcome to Raywinder Field. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Arkansas Travelers ahead of the El Paso Diablos 2-0. Here are the totals through 5.5 innings. The Arkansas Travelers with 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors committed. The El Paso Diablos, no runs, no hits, no errors. Kevin Gregg, the starting pitcher for the Travs, hasn't allowed a hit. He has struck out 5 batters and has set down the last 14 in a row. And we'll see here in the 6th inning if the Travs can add to the lead. Brian Speck leads off against Beltran Perez. Perez himself actually throwing a pretty good game, too. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs. Both runs coming in the last 2 innings. Speck, first pitch swinging and a foul ball out of play. Buddy and Zamora follow Speck in the order. Speck 0 for 2. Brian grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. He fly to center field in the 4th. Third baseman Barden in on the grass in case Speck tries a bunt, but he's not. He's taking the fastball up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runs for the Travs in the 4th and 5th innings. RBIs for Mike O'Keefe and Oscar Salazar. Jake Weber leading the Travs offense with 2 base hits, a triple, and a run scored. Kenny James a double, and he has scored the other Arkansas run. Perez winds up the 1-1 pitch on the way. Speck shows bunt this time, gets it down towards third. Perez takes it off the mound and holds onto the ball. Speck is safe. Well, he had originally had the third baseman playing in at third base, and once Barden backed off a little, Speck dropped down a bunt, and it was closer to the pitcher than it was to third base. Perez falls off the mound towards first, and he had to backtrack, get over the mound, pick the ball up, and by the time he fielded it, Brian had already gone down the first base line. So, base hit number 7 for the Travs. First for Speck, Ryan Buddy standing in. Sounds like the crowd has quieted down a little bit. They need some sugar. Get them some cotton candy. Scary proposition when you bring this many kids to the ballpark in a place that serves cotton candy and Coca-Cola at 11 o'clock in the morning. Swing. Buddy fouls one off the end of the bat into the first base seat. Count 0-1 on the Trav catcher. He has struck out and walked this morning. Later today in the Texas League, San Antonio Missions will look for their 10th consecutive win. 9 in a row, a 15-9 record by the Mariners AA club. 0-1 pitch, Buddy lines it deep left field. There it goes, over Coda's head and out of the ballpark. It's a 2-run homer for Ryan Buddy. Home run number 6. 4-0 Travelers lead. Perez had been so careful to throw so many changeups. Finally, he left one letter high, and Buddy creams it. Team leader with 6 home runs on the year, and now the Travs open up a 4-run lead. Junior Zamora stands in. First pitch grounded to third base. Brian Barden right there. And he throws to first, retiring Zamora. 1 away in the 6th. So that's all 4 Traveler runs coming in the last 3 innings. Perez had allowed just 1 hit in the first 3 innings. Since then, Travs have teed off on him. 7 hits, 4 runs. But still no Diablo pitcher warming in the bullpen. That'll bring Kenny James to the plate. KJ is 1 for 2. He doubled and scored, leading off the 5th inning. Batting left-handed once again against Beltran Perez. His first pitch is outside, ball 1. Mentioned about San Antonio winning 9 in a row. Former Traveler Elpidio Guzman helping out the San Antonio Missions this year. James fouls one up and out of play. Guzzi was selected as a free agent for the Mariners. Spent his 6 years with the Anaheim Angels organization and got his free agent ticket. Make a little bit more money over there at the Mariners, and that always meant a lot to Elpidio. Swing and a miss by James, 1 ball, 2 strikes. To quote Elpidio Guzman, I make a lot of money, man. One of the most talented players you'll ever see. I certainly wish him success with San Antonio. Not against the Travs, however. James swings and misses at the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. 5th strikeout for Perez, but his first since the 3rd inning. Guzman, by the way, batting .317 with San Antonio. 1 homer, 9 RBIs. As pretty much an everyday center fielder, sometimes out and right. Nathan Haynes up to the batter's box for the Travs. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice. Takes a pitch for a strike on the inside corner. San Antonio tonight hosting the Tulsa Drillers. Drillers have lost 7 of 10. They are 11 and 12 on the year. Another strike to James. No balls, 2 strikes. Actually, that's a Haynes. Wichita Wranglers battling Round Rock in a last place festivity at the Dell Diamond. Slider low and inside. Those are 2 franchises that haven't done much losing recently. Of course, the Express, in their 3-year existence, have won a Texas League championship and 2 Western Division titles. The 1-2 pitch to Haynes. Swing and a fly ball deep to right field. Sending Murphy back to the wall. He looks up. It is off the fence, and Haynes heading around first. He's to second with a 2-out double. Another ball smoked high in the air. Of course, the Travs and any opponent get a little bit of help with that short right field porch. In most ballparks, I think Murphy would have been able to catch that one. But it is a double for Nathan Haynes. Double number 3. And for the Travs, they now have 9 hits off of Beltran Perez. 1 triple, 2 doubles, 1 homer. 2 runs already across here in the 6th inning on Buddy's 6th home run of the season. Oscar Salazar will stand in. Drove in the Travs' 2nd run with a single in the 5th. 1 for 3 morning so far for Oscar. Perez from the belt. And the fastball is inside, 1-0. Mentioned about Wichita and Round Rock. The Wranglers also been a playoff team, I think, for the last 4 seasons. And they have started off the year 8-15. Round Rock at 6 wins and 17 losses. Ball 2 to Salazar, high and outside. And then there's a battle of the Frisco Rough Riders taking on the Midland Rockhounds, the 2 second-place teams in the Texas League. Frisco has won 5 games in a row, 7 of 10, 3 games behind the Travs. And, of course, we don't see the Rough Riders until May 13th. Then we'll play 8 games against Frisco in 12 days. The 2-0 to Salazar. Perez misses low, ball 3. All right, here the Travs seeing their first West Division teams in the Texas League so far. Travelers 3-3 on this homestand. 3-0 on Salazar. Perez throws and finds the strike zone with a meatball pitch right down the middle. We've seen Traveler batters swing at that pitch with good results, but Salazar let it go. 3-1. Haynes leading off of second base. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, and Salazar walks. A right-hander loosening up for the Diablos in the bullpen. Number 22, Jay Bellflower, getting ready. And number 22 for the Travelers comes up to the plate, Jake Weber. Weber got the Travelers on the scoreboard first, leading the 4th inning off with a triple down the first base line. And he scored when the next batter, Mike O'Keefe, sacrificed to center field. Catcher Enns went out to talk with Perez for a quick minute. Perez having a very rough middle 3 innings. 8 base hits in the 3 innings that finished now, 4, 5, and 6. And all 4 runs. He was dealing through the first 3 innings. Was working the corners, changing speeds. Pretty much throwing a great game. He and Kevin Gregg were matching each other pitch for pitch. Thing is, Gregg has been able to take his momentum through the middle 3 innings and still has not allowed a hit today. Looks like this is going to be it for Beltran Perez. Diablos were trying to get their pitcher warming up in the bullpen, Bellflower, as much time to warm up as possible. And Diablo manager Scott Coolbaugh sauntering out to the pitcher's mound. He's now made up his mind. He's going to the bullpen. Jay Bellflower, the relief pitcher, will come in. So we'll take a 60-second pitching change break after Perez is lifted. But first, remember, the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation wants you to know that every man over the age of 40 is at risk of getting prostate cancer. But 2 simple tests done annually for prostate cancer can save a man's life. To learn more online, visit the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation's website at arprostatecancer.org. Bellflower, the new pitcher, Travs lead 4-0. We'll be back to the rest of the bottom of the 6th inning after this break on the River.
Hello, this is Steve Stevens, and I'd like to talk to the men out there about a disease you don't want to think about, prostate cancer. Prostate cancer hits 1 in every 6 men during their lifetime. More than 1 million men have been diagnosed in just the last 5 years. 200,000 have already lost their lives. Early detection could have saved a lot of good men. The Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation urges you to get tested. So please take the first step, because it's time to say no more to prostate cancer.
Hi, fans. This is Phil Elson, voice of the Travs. I hope that you enjoy listening to Traveler Baseball as much as I love broadcasting it. Thanks for welcoming me and Arkansas's only professional baseball team into your house, car, or workplace. Please show your support of the Travelers radio broadcast by thanking our sponsors when you get the chance. Let them know that you heard them. They'll appreciate it, and the Travs certainly do, too. And keep tuning in all season to the Travs on Unforgettable Favorites, FM 101.1, The River.
Diablo starting pitcher Beltran Perez lifted today after 5 2/3 innings of hard work. And he leaves with the Travs ahead of the Diablos by a score of 4-0. Phil Elson with you on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us on FM 101.1 The River. Bellflower finishing up his warm-up pitches. I'd like to take a 10-second break so we can deliver the station ID. Score 4-0, Arkansas Travelers leading again on FM 101.1 The River.
Your home for Travelers Baseball. FM 101.1 The River. KDRE, North Little Rock, Little Rock.
Just a reminder of the call letters, that's all. Making sure that we stay in tune with the FCC laws. And the Travelers leading 4-0. Jake Weber comes on to face Jay Bellflower, the new pitcher for the Diablos. Bellflower, right-handed pitcher, stands 6'4", 220 pounds from Sebring, Florida. Weber, left-handed batter, takes outside for a ball. And the numbers on Bellflower this year, he is 1-0 in 9 appearances, a 0.77 earned run average, with 9 hits allowed in 11 2/3 innings, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Trav base runners at first and second, and Weber fouls the next pitch back to the screen, 1-1. Weber tripled and scored in the 4th inning, singled and was stranded in the 5th. Here's the 1-1 from Bellflower. It's a called strike on the inside corner. 1-2 count. Well, Jake Weber now 16 for 41 over his last 11 games. Batting average over 370. Huge reason the Travs are in first place. Count is 1-2. Bellflower throws, and Weber wastes the pitch by fouling it off. Very even swing for Weber. He stands quite balanced there in the batter's box. 1 foot in front of home plate, the other one in back. It's very down the middle, and that's how he swings. He shoots it up the middle very often. He's setting up outside. The 1-2 pitch is outside to Weber, and it's a 2-2 count. Arkansas Travelers 4, El Paso Diablos 0. Here on a sun-splashed, now afternoon at Raywinder Field. The start of the game at 10:30. And how about a round of applause for the Travs concession staff that got here to the ballpark about 3 in the morning to make hot dogs. Weber fouls the pitch back to the screen. Headed up by concession manager Pete Lavin. His wife Holly helping out. John Evans down there cooking. Imagine that, folks. They were here when I got to the ballpark at 7 in the morning. They got here at 3. That's 4 hours of nothing but rolling hot dogs. Count 2-2. Weber swings and fouls another fastball away. That's too much of a good thing. Now, well, let's be honest here. The Trav hot dogs they're probably the best in the state. Made by Pettigene. Traveler dogs are wonderful. But if I was making them for 4 hours straight in the morning when I'd rather be sleeping, I probably won't be eating a hot dog for a while. Weber takes 2-2 pitch, called strike 3, inside corner, and the side is retired. But a 2-run homer by Ryan Buddy puts the Travelers ahead 4-0. Back for the top of the 7th after this on FM 101.1 The River.
Meet Bob, the carpenter. He's smart, he's a pro, and he wants the best for his family. What does he do? Join the union. Bob knows that a union carpenter maximizes his earning power, gets family insurance, and a pension plan he can count on. Plus, a union carpenter has access to union training, learning new skills, and advancing his career. Carpenters, pile drivers, floor layers, and millwrights. Join now and start enjoying the benefits. Call the Arkansas Regional Council of Carpenters at 501-568-2500 for more information.
Hey, what's up? This is Lala, and welcome to Coke FM, bringing you the hottest new sound.
Try to make it real, come dance away.
The real can be heart and soul, chart and told. The boy tried to keep it, but he lost his soul. On the road to the riches, he lost control. About the eye of a needle, I was often told. If you stand for nothing, you're far from gold. In your actions, all is told.
Try to make it real, come dance away.
This is Lala at Coke FM, keeping it real with the cool taste of Coca-Cola.
You got an appetite, a taste that you can savor. Something different tonight, irresistible flavor. Ah, chicken on the barbie, fish of the day. The Outback Grillers will blow you away. Outback Steakhouse, it's just right. Outback Steakhouse.
No rules, just right.
Whether you're sitting at work, driving around town on your lunch break, or just waking up, welcome to Raywinder Field. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. Travelers 4, El Paso Diablos 0. Kevin Gregg on the mound for his 7th inning of work. Starts it off as he has with pretty much every other inning, a called strike. Victor Hall, the batter. Tim Olson and Nate Murphy follow. Gregg, no hits allowed, just 1 base runner. Over 6 outstanding innings, and ball 1 outside to Hall. Hall 0 for 2. 1 base runner allowed by Gregg. The leadoff man, Scott Hairston, walked in the 2nd inning, but he was erased on the double play. Gregg's 1-1, showing bunt. Hall takes the pitch high. 2 balls, 1 strike. When it comes to a guy that is probably the man to watch to collect a base hit for El Paso, would be Hall, simply because of his blazing speed. Third baseman Zamora playing in. Hall swings, line drive. Diving catch by Mike O'Keefe at first base. Holy cow! That ball was destined for the right field corner. O'Keefe, those reflexes there. How about that? Dove towards the line and robs the Diablos of their first hit of the game. What a play. Tim Olson up to the plate. He's 0 for 2. First pitch inside, almost hit him. That is certainly the hardest hit ball by an El Paso batter in the game. The first diving play, a really outstanding defensive play by a Traveler today. The 1-0. Broken bat ground ball to the right side. Salazar gobbles it up at the hole. Flip to first. 2 outs. Kevin Gregg may owe Mike O'Keefe a steak dinner or whatever Mike wants. I think he likes sushi too. 4-0 Travelers. Nate Murphy standing in with 2 outs and the bases empty in the 4th inning. Kevin Gregg has not allowed a base hit through 2 outs in the 7th. Murphy fly to right. He is grounded to second base today. And he's taking his time getting into the batter's box. And now he is in, opens up his stance a little bit. Swings and misses at a changeup from Gregg. Strike 1. "15 consecutive batters set down by the Traveler right-hander. 24-year-old Kevin Gregg. The windup and the 1-strike pitch to Murphy. Strike 2, right on the outside corner. Gregg methodically finds up the 2-strike pitch, is fouled out of play. Kevin Gregg spending the first 7 years of his career as an Oakland A's farmhand. 43 wins, 57 losses as an athletic organizational player. Spending each of the last 4 years in the Texas League. The 2-strike pitch, Murphy takes a curveball down low. Travs faced Kevin Gregg for each of the last 4 years. And it would seem to me that besides maybe Kiko Calero, who's now up in the big leagues with the Cardinals, no one else has thrown more games in the Texas League than Kevin Gregg. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Murphy takes a curveball outside. Murphy back in there, never got out of the box. Gregg winds and deals. Curveball, fouled off. Oh boy, it looked like he swung and missed on that. Curveball bounced a little bit low in the dirt, and Murphy still chased after it. The count is 2-2 on Nate Murphy. Timeout called. No one warming up in the bullpen for the Travelers. This is Kevin Gregg's game to go the distance if he can do so. Two balls, 2 strikes. Gregg throws, and a foul ball by Murphy. He came high and tight with a fastball. Of course, the Traveler left-hander Eric Sear threw 7 no-hit innings last Tuesday against Midland. 2-2 pitch. Murphy swings and misses. Strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Kevin Gregg. The Diablos still no hits. We go to the 7th inning stretch with the Travelers leading 4-0 on the River.
The Electric Cowboy is open Wednesday through Sunday at 7:30. Wednesday, Ladies Night. All ladies entering before 10 receive a $5 cash gift, plus dance lessons and a 9-ball pool tourney. Thursday features crazy cash game, dance lessons, and specials on pitchers and long necks. Friday night has special long necks until midnight, and Saturday's early bird long neck special lasts until 9:30. Then we wrap it up Sunday with an 8-ball pool tourney and $50 cash to the best karaoke singer. The Electric Cowboy off I-30 at the Chico Road exit.
Tractor-trailer accident, Gary Eubanks and Associates. Tractor-trailer injury, Gary Eubanks and Associates. Tractor-trailer investigation, Gary Eubanks and Associates. Tractor-trailer settlement, Gary Eubanks and Associates. Tractor-trailer litigation experience, Gary Eubanks and Associates. At Gary Eubanks and Associates, an experienced trial lawyer will handle your tractor-trailer case. And as always, we'll win your case, or you don't owe us a dime.
Now that the baseball season is here again, moms everywhere begin scouting for a cool, delicious recipe that won't take extra innings to make, like Del Monte's Easy Potato Salad. Simply combine a family-sized can of Del Monte whole new potatoes with a quarter cup of diced celery and a quarter cup of chopped red onion. Toss it together with some creamy ranch dressing, and you've got a quick score. Del Monte steps up to the plate with simple mealtime solutions that will have you saying, hey, I can do that.
Look for Del Monte vegetables at your local Harvest Foods. Harvest Foods, an Arkansas company serving Arkansans.
Seventh inning stretch just sung by the kids at Raywinder Field, led by yours truly, Phil Elson, on FM 101.1 The River. It's a little bit of a rush when there's about 3,000 kids singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game with you, and they knew all the words. If you heard our pregame interview on the ITT Tech pregame show, the principal from Scott Elementary said that that was one of the things that they taught the kids, the words to Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Next thing to teach them is Mighty Casey and the story of Casey at the bat in the Mudville 9. Kids should be reading that poem. True American classic. 4-0 Arkansas Travelers. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Mike O'Keefe about to lead off against Jay Bellflower, right-handed pitcher, who faced one batter in the sixth, striking out Jake Weber to leave a couple men on base. His first pitch to O'Keefe is outside for a ball. Mike grounded out in the second inning, sacrificed a fly ball in the fourth. He walked in the fifth. Bellflower winds and deals. O'Keefe lines one through shortstop for a base hit. These Diablos have been playing their shortstop pretty much about 5 steps from second base. And O'Keefe put that ball right where the shortstop usually stands for his first hit of the game, base hit number 10 for the Arkansas Travelers. That will bring Jason Hill to the plate. Hilly 1 for 2. Reached base being hit by a pitch in the second inning. Singled in the fourth. And grounded out as the final out in the fifth inning. O'Keefe at first taking his lead. Myers holds him to first base. And Hill takes a strike to begin the at-bat. Well, later tonight in the National League, there'll be some, just 2 games in the National League. And boy, there's some teams that could use some rest. The Florida Marlins and the St. Louis Cardinals playing a 20-inning affair yesterday. Hill takes ball 1 downstairs. Not the longest game in Major League history, and certainly not the longest game in professional baseball history. Pawtucket and Rochester played 33 innings in a game during the 1981 season. 33 innings, spaced out over a couple of days. The game actually had to be stopped in some of the extra innings, and they finished the game another day. Pitch outside the Hill, 2-1. Oh, the hot dogs have now been discounted by another quarter. You can be a smart consumer at Raywinder Field and eat for virtually nothing. Wait till the later innings. The hot dogs get cheaper and cheaper. 2-1 count to Hill. Bellflower throws. Hill swings. Ground ball. Scooped up by Myers. No, the ball off his glove. Picked up by the second baseman, Harrison. Harrison fires to Myers back at first base, and Hill is out. Play goes 3-4-3. It's rare that a first baseman gets an assist and a putout on the same play. On that play, O'Keefe takes second base. Myers tried to backhand that ball. Did a good job by at least knocking it down. So So O'Keefe at second, one out. Brian Speck the batter. Speck bunted his way on base last inning and scored on Buddy's home run. He'll take the first pitch outside, ball one. Well, later today in the National League, the Florida Marlins, they have to play at Arizona a day after playing 20 innings in Miami. Elmer Descends will pitch for the Diamondbacks. 1-0 pitch to Speck, low and inside. I imagine, I haven't seen what happened, but I would think that the Marlins probably brought up a minor leaguer to start that game, considering that they used up virtually their entire pitching staff yesterday. I think they had to use their next day starter. 2-0 pitch to Speck, outside. 3-0 on the Traveler shortstop. Well, no transactions recorded today. You can be sure. I think they're bringing up a minor leaguer for Florida to start. Speck will take ball 4. They intentionally walked him after working the count to 3-0. Diablos set up a double play. Ryan Buddy, the next man to hit, his 2-run homer in the 6th inning, put the Travelers ahead by 4 runs. Slated to start for the Florida Marlins today is Justin Wayne out of Honolulu. 5 games started in his major league career, so they didn't bring up a minor leaguer for this. Philadelphia at Los Angeles later on. Darren Dreifert taking on Brett Myers. 4-0 Travelers leading. Last of the 7th at Raywinder Field, 1 out. Catcher Ryan Buddy the batter, 1 for 2 with the aforementioned home run. First pitch from Bellflower is a strikeout to knees, 0-1. Tomorrow the Exxon tickets get you in for $2. Pick up those tickets at Little Rock area Exxon station, 7:10 first pitch. Pre-game show begins at 6:50. Wednesday an off day, then back on the air on Thursday in Midland. Buddy grounds one to shortstop, fielded by Olson to Hairston for 1 out, second baseman at first. And that is an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. Nicely turned, too. So the Travs go scoreless in the 7th inning. Kevin Gregg will be coming out for his 8th inning of work. Travelers 4, Diablos nothing on FM 101.1, The River.
Hit a home run with your family tonight. Whether you're planning a meal before the game or snacks for the game, remember to include milk, cheese, and yogurt in the game plan. 3 servings a day of dairy is the right amount to help keep your body healthy. It's easy. Just look for the 3-a-day logo on your favorite calcium-rich dairy foods at your local retailer. For more information, including recipes and coupons, visit www.3aday.org. Have you had your 3-a-day today? The power of cheese.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham, all on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Hey, free! What a terrific word free is. Freedom, free speech, free enterprise, and of course, free Trav tickets. Hey, there's only one way to get yourself free Trav tickets. Buy a tub of Shed Spreads Country Crock, bring the receipt to a Thursday Traveler home game, and you'll get up to 6 family members into the ballpark for free. Plus, we play Shed Spreads Country Crock Bingo with great prizes all during the game. That's Shed Spread Country Crock free Family Thursday.
Seven innings in the books at Raywinder Field. The Arkansas Travelers 4, the El Paso Diablos nothing. Kevin Gregg has not allowed a hit. Going into the 8th, Scott Hairston leads off for the Diablos, followed by Brian Barden and Craig Ansman. This is the meat of the Diablo order, 4 through 6. Hairston entered the game batting .287. He's the only man to reach base against Gregg on a walk to begin the 2nd inning. Kevin's first pitch of the 8th, swing and a ground ball towards third. between the legs of Junior Zamora, and it goes into left field. That'll be an error charged on third baseman Zamora. Should have been an easier play. Ball was hit right towards Junior. About a four-hopper that short-hopped him maybe about a foot in front of him. He went down to a knee to field the ball, but he still kind of brought his body up a little bit when the ball short-hopped. It just bounced off his glove, went between the legs. First error of the game. Brian Barden, the batter. Still no hit for the Diablos. He's 0 for 2. First pitch, check swing, ground ball towards shortstop, charging in Zamora. He tries to field it, bobbles the ball, and Barden is safe at first. Another error charged to Junior Zamora. 2 consecutive men reaching base on errors. And these are legitimate calls by the official scorer. Not tough decisions to make. And in a game like this, in which Greg has not allowed a base hit, plays like this really turn out to be pretty controversial. It's up to the official scorer, basically, to keep a possible no-hitter intact. And both those calls are legit. Craig Answin, the batter. First pitch from Greg inside. Thing is, Kevin should have 2 outs here in the 8th inning. He's only thrown 2 pitches. There should be 2 pitches, 2 outs. But Zamora booting both balls. Men at first and second base, 4-0 Travelers. Answin at the plate, 0-2. And he swings at a pitch, ground ball, base hit to left field. Hairston stops at third base, and now forget about the no-hitter. The fact that the Travs lead is in jeopardy is the problem. Ball grounded between shortstop and third base. And Kevin Gregg has lost the no-hitter, but he still has the shutout intact. And actually, who cares about a shutout? Travs lead 4-0. They just want to win. I'll tell you who's feeling worse than Greg is right now. And that's Junior Zamora, the Traveler third baseman. He is kicking around some dirt at his position at third base. Booted 2 ground balls to start this 8th inning. Here comes pitching coach Keith Comstock from the dugout to go out and talk with Kevin Gregg. Travelers get right-hander Mark Kroon warming up in the bullpen. Well, they were going to let him take it as long as he possibly could. And really through no fault of his own, Greg will not get the no-hitter. He has thrown such a fabulous game. He had retired 17 men in a row until Hairston reached on Junior Zamora's first error here in the 8th. Well, now he's really going to have to buckle down. Jesus Cota, the batter. He represents the tying run. Cota 0 for 2. He struck out twice so far against Greg. 1 hit for the Diablos, but 3 men on base. Diablos, a team that eat pitchers up with the bases loaded this year. Cota swings and fouls the first pitch from Greg, out of play. 4-0, the Arkansas Travelers lead. Diablos bat .250 with the bases loaded this year. They're .266 with men in scoring position. Here's the 0-1. Fastball below the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cota 1 for 4 with the bases loaded this year. Infield looks to turn 2. They'll give up a run for 2 outs. And Cota has hit into 9 double plays this season. Greg throws the 1-1. Curveball popped him up shallow left field. Jake Weber backs up a little bit as the wind blows it towards the outfield. Ball caught by Weber. Here comes Hairston tagging from third. He scores. Throw goes to third base, keeping Barden at second base. So all in 1 inning, Kevin Gregg loses the no-hitter and loses the shutout. 4-1 score now. Travelers leading, top of the 8th. But he gets to 1 out now. Should be 3 outs. Diablo manager Scott Coolbaugh flashing signs to his runners. And a very emphatic clap of the hands to finish the sign. Corey Myers, the batter. He's 0 for 2. Popped out and grounded out. The first pitch, no pitch. Timeout called before Kevin went into his pitching motion. Myers representing the tying run. Infield looks to turn 2 again. The pitch is popped up on the infield behind home plate. Ryan Buddy throws away the mask, and he can't make the catch. Ran out of room by about a foot. Where the chain link fence ends and the chicken wire begins, that's where Ryan went to. Leapt up over the chain link fence. Reached out with his glove, but the ball was maybe about a half a foot away from the tip of the mitt. No balls. 1 strike to Corey Myers, right-handed hitter, and he is fairly slow. Tall in the box. Swings, line drive, caught by second baseman Salazar. Throws to first, and Ansman is doubled off. The double play ends the 8th inning. And that is your Double B's double play, 22 locations across Arkansas. Double B's Exxon, gas it, grab it, and go. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-1, the Travelers lead on FM 101.1, The River.
Fans, if you haven't been to an Arkansas Travelers game lately, you don't know what you're missing. Shed Spread Country Crock invites you and your family to get out and see the Travs. You can bring the whole family for Country Crock Family Thursday. Travelers fans who bring an original cash register receipt showing purchase of any Shed Spread Country Crock product will receive up to 6 free admissions for any Thursday home game. Hurry! This offer ends August 14th. Offer subject to ticket availability. Country Crock. Bring it home.
Miller time. It's time to tuck the sun in and give it a good night kiss. Miller time. It's time to put the 9 to 5 back on the shelf. Miller time. It's time to wear the night like a cape and break out the Miller Lite. It's time for real time. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
The Electric Cowboy is open Wednesday through Sunday at 7:30. Wednesday, Ladies Night. All ladies entering before 10 receive a $5 cash gift, plus dance lessons and a 9-ball pool tourney. Thursday features crazy cash games, dance lessons, and specials on pitchers and long necks. Friday night has special long necks until midnight, and Saturday's early bird long neck special lasts until 9:30. Then we wrap it up Sunday with an 8-ball pool tourney and $50 cash to the best karaoke singer. The Electric Cowboy off I-30 at the Chico Road exit.
Travelers leading 4-1, last of the 8th. Final chance for the Travs to add to this lead. Brian Bruni comes in for the El Paso Diablos. He's the closer for El Paso. Certainly not a spot for him to close a game. He replaces Jay Bellflower, who pitched an inning and a third scoreless, allowing just 1 hit and 1 walk. Travelers lead the game 4-1. Bruni, the third pitcher of the morning/afternoon for El Paso. 1 inning after Kevin Gregg loses his no-hit bid. Junior Zamora, first pitch swinging, ground ball towards the hole at short. Brian Barton stabs it from third base, and he fires across the diamond. Zamora is out. That was the kind of play that Junior couldn't make last inning, and I hate to sound like I'm bagging on Zamora, but he made 2 errors back-to-back on 2 pitches that killed the chance of Kevin Gregg to throw the no-hitter. And I know that it wasn't Zamora that allowed the base hit, but figure Gregg had retired 17 men in order before Zamora made the 2 errors. Hadn't been pitching from the stretch all that much, and had to go to the stretch. Maybe didn't feel quite as comfortable when Ansman singled to left field. Kenny James takes ball 1. But it's neither here nor there now. Travelers had chances for no-hitters twice in this homestand and fall shy. Hey, a win is a win. We'll take that. Pitch outside of James, ball 2. KJ, 1 for 3. Led off the 5th inning with a double off the right center field fence. He scored the Travs' 2nd run. Travs seemed to be pretty nice control of the game, up by 3 runs. James batting left-handed against Bruni, and his pitch is way outside. 3-0. Bruni has saved 3 games for the Diablos. He's 0-1, a .324 earned run average. From Warrenton, Oregon, the pitch for a strike to James, 3-1. Nathan Haynes on deck. 1 out, bottom of the 8th, 4-1 Arkansas. Bruni's pitch, James takes strike 2. A lot of the kids that started here at the game are gone, but I mentioned we've had a pretty fair turnout adult-wise. And even some of the kids that are left now moving down to the box seat. There's ball 4 to James. He's now down to first base. We'll do this Sonic School Day again, May the 12th, a 10:30 game. And any teachers out there listening that want to get the kids involved in a great morning such as this, you want to call up the Travs at 664-1555 in the 501 area code. Ask about signing up your school and your classroom for the Travelers Sonic Dr. Pepper School Day, May 12th at 10:30 against the Tulsa Drillers. Nate Haynes takes a pitch outside, ball 1. James at first base, watch out for him. Only 1 steal this year. He stays, and Haynes fouls a pitch back. 1 ball, 1 strike for the Travelers center fielder. Nathan 2 for 3, doubled in the 6th, sacrifice bunt in the 5th inning, and a single in the 3rd. Attendance count today, 4,227 paid their way to the ballpark. Toss on to first base, not in time. I've just been told that the May 12th Sonic Dr. Pepper School Day is full. So if you didn't sign up for it, you missed your chance. There's always next year. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Haynes is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. So we only take about 5,000 kids for each school day. A little bit under that today, but apparently we are filled to the brim on May the 12th. That'll be 5,000 kids. James fakes the steal, and Bruni's pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th inning, see if Kevin Gregg comes back out. Mark Kroon is still throwing in the Arkansas pen. Now, number 9 batter Jeff Waldron will lead off. Vic Hall and Tim Olson follow. Toss to first again. Uh-oh. Dangerous words for a ballpark full of children. Cotton candy down to 75 cents. They've had hot dogs discounted to that. Cotton candy. Of course, no beer specials today. Now hot dogs are down to 50 cents. They have dropped down about 75 cents today. Actually, $1.25. 2-2 pitch to Haynes. He fouls it back. Cheap cotton candy, cheap hot dogs, and cheap baseball. If you picked up your discount ticket in the Democrat Gazette today and brought it out, just $2. You can get cheap baseball tomorrow by picking up the $2 discount coupon at any Greater Little Rock Exxon station. Get you in for $2 tomorrow for the 7-10 series finale. Bottom 8 at Raywinder Field, 1 out. Trav base runner Kenny James at first. 2-2 pitch to Haynes, and he strikes out swinging. Breaking pitch above the strike zone. And Bruni registers his first strikeout of the game. Strikeout number 8 for Bruni on the season. That'll bring up the number 2 batter, Oscar Salazar. Drove in one of the Travs' 4 runs with a single in the 5th inning, scoring James. Besides that, Oscar has struck out twice, and he has walked once. Set position by Bruni. And the first pitch to Salazar. Line drive, shallow center field, falling in for a base hit. James pulls up at second base as Hall throws from the outfield. Salazar collects the Travelers' 11th base hit of the night, of the morning afternoon. It'll bring Jake Weber up. Travs went with just 1 hit through the first 3 innings and then turned the offense on. Just flick that switch. Apparently it took the team maybe just 3 innings to wake up. All the Red Bull and coffee in the clubhouse, those energy drinks, and they kicked in after 3 innings, at least for the hitters. Weber fouls the first pitch back to the screen. Strike 1. Our bat boy just introduced to the crowd, doubling as a Traveler intern all season. Weber swings, line drive, diving catch by Tim Olson. Shortstop keeps the Travs ahead just by 3 runs on a fabulous play, robbing Weber of his 3rd hit of the game. That's it for the Travs in the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left on base. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Travelers leading 4-1 right here on FM 101.1, The River.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham. All on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Synonymous. Words alike in significance and meaning, like summer and baseball. Baseball and Raywinder Field. Raywinder Field and hot dogs. Hot dogs and Coca-Cola. Yes, Coke is joining the Travs All-Star lineup this summer right alongside the future Anaheim Angels wearing the Travelers uniform. Enjoy the best value in family entertainment in Central Arkansas. Raywinder Field, the Arkansas Travelers, and Coke. 3 summer classics. Call 664-1555 or visit our website at travs.com.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to this focus group. What a lovely bunch.
Are you sure that Casey's behind this window?
There's a mirror on the other side, genius.
Hey, chill out. What, are you nervous or something?
No, everybody loves us. We're the phone company.
Now, tell me, which directory do you use? Yellow Book or the other book?
Yellow Book. Yellow Book.
And you, miss?
Yellow Book. That's where I found my plastic surgeon.
They're picking the wrong book.
What if Yellow Book starts to advertise?
More people choose Yellow Book, not the other book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW.
Moving into the top of the 9th inning at Raywinder Field, and the Travelers holding a 4-1 lead over the El Paso Diablos. I am Phil Elson. You are the listener here on FM 101.1 The River. Fabulous ball game today. Travelers ahead 4-1. Diablos have collected just 1 hit against starting pitcher Kevin Gregg, who has been lifted in favor of right-hander Mark Kroon. Kroon now one of 2 Traveler closers. He and Joel Peralta, very fine 1-2 punch out of the pen. Peralta picked up his league-leading 7th save yesterday, and now Mark Kroon looking for his 2nd save. First batter that Kroon faces is Jeff Waldron. This is Mark's 2nd appearance of the season. Struck out the side last Thursday night to pick up his first save, holding on to a Traveler 3-1 lead. And it was his first game pitching in professionally since the year 2000. Tommy John surgery and complications with that procedure caused him to not be able to throw a ball 5 feet without pain. But miraculously recovering, and he throws some serious gas. Kroon's first pitch, a strike to Jeff Waldron, 0-1. Kevin Gregg lifted after 8 fabulous innings. 1 hit allowed. 1 run, it's unearned. A walk and 6 strikeouts. Took a no-hitter into the 8th. Kroon from the windup and a strike on the outside corner. Mark used to throw fastballs at 98 to 100 miles an hour consistently when he was coming up the farm system of the San Diego Padres. Former phenom, now turned 30-year-old. Line drive, right field, Kenny James right there, and he makes the catch on the run. 1 away in the 9th. Victor Hall stands in next. Kroon credits a special enzyme that he found on the internet that is fostered in Germany. And that enzyme acts as an anti-inflammatory, which allows him to throw a baseball in the mid-90s. And it's a safe enzyme, nothing like ephedrine or anything like that. It's simply just an anti-inflammatory. Victor Hall takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Now Kroon, at 30 years old, the elder statesman on the Travelers. No other player is older than 27. The 1-0 pitch, and Hall takes a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Hall came closest to a base hit for the Diablos until the 8th inning, when in the 7th inning he sent a line drive screaming down the first base line, but Mike O'Keefe dove and made the catch. Fastball on the 1-1, missing outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hall. Olson on deck. 4-1 score. Travelers have the lead. Kroon from the stretch, and the pitch. Fastball hit in the air to left center field. Hall got a hold of this one pretty well. Nathan Haynes in the gap. He can't get to it. He collides with left fielder Jake Weber. Hall pulling around second, trying for 3. Cutoff throw is not in time. In fact, there is no cutoff throw. A one-out triple for Victor Hall. His first triple of the season. And the Diablos have a man in scoring position with 1 out. Ball hit to the deepest portion of the ballpark, left center field. Measures 400 feet from home plate to the left center field corner. And the Trav 3-run lead in jeopardy. The on-deck batter, Nate Murphy, represents the tying run. But first, Tim Olson stands in. Olson 0 for 3. Infield will play back, willing to give up a run for an out. Joe Peralta begins to throw in the Arkansas bullpen. Kroon from the stretch. Pitch 1, outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Kroon sporting a giant afro, a la the 1970s. Everything's retro these days. So is Mark Kroon's hair. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball inside. Didn't miss by much. 2 balls, no strikes on Olson. Kroon's 2-0 pitch on the way. Fastball, strike down the middle. Diablos, a team that have scored 9 runs in the 9th inning this year, and they have come from behind quite often. They've won 4 games when trailing after the 7th inning. 4 and 9 when trailing after the 7th. Kroon's 2-1 pitch, way outside, gets beyond the catcher. Here comes Hall from third base. He's going to score, and the Diablos have cut the Trav lead in half. Now 4-2 on a wild pitch thrown by Mark Kroon. And the count 3-1 on Tim Olson. Well, Kroon has that hard fastball and still trying to find command of it. After not pitching competitively for 2 years, you can certainly understand his lack of command at times. Second wild pitch he's thrown in 2 appearances. 3-1 on Olson. Kroon's fastball fouled off Ryan Buddy's catcher's mask. And that makes the count full, 3-2. Kroon pretty much replacing Derek Turnbow as a Traveler closer. Turnbow promoted following Tuesday's 1-0 win over Midland. The 3-2 pitch, 2-bouncer, bounce to O'Keefe at first base. He backpedals, makes the play, flips to Kroon, covering at first base. 2 outs in the 9th. One more out, and the Travs have 2 consecutive wins. Nate Murphy standing between Mark Kroon and a save and a 4-2 Traveler win. The totals: Diablos 2 runs, 2 hits. Travelers 4 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Murphy stands in, a left-handed hitter. He's 0 for 3. From the stretch, Kroon throws a fastball down the middle, strike 1. On deck is Scott Hairston. Kroon has thrown pretty much nothing but heat this inning. Here's a slider, swung on and missed. Strike 2. They really crossed Murphy up. Beautiful pitch, down in the strike zone. Sharp movement. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 9th. Kroon leaning in. He gets his sign. Here comes the pitch. Change up, it's low. Check swing, appeal to third. No swing, says Angel Campos. So Murphy lives for another pitch. Arkansas bullpen watching now. Peralta no longer throwing. Kroon throws the 1-2. Inside. Just off the plate. Travs have been in the lead ever since the 4th inning. 4 runs in the middle 3 frames. Ryan Buddy capped the scoring with a 2-run homer. Diablo is trying to mount a comeback. 1 run in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, but base is empty and 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. High and outside. Kroon started Murphy off with 2 strikes and misses with the following 3 pitches. Murphy 1 strikeout today. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball. Called. Strike three. This game is over. A 4-2 win for the Arkansas Travelers. Great pitching by the team today. Kevin Gregg, 7 no-hit innings. 1 hit allowed in 8 innings. He picks up the victory. 2 in a row for the Travs. Final score, Arkansas 4, El Paso 2. And you can put it in the books. High fives and butt slaps all around the pitcher's mound for the boys in white. The Travs have won their 16th game of the season. We'll tell you all about it when the post-game show comes to you following this break on FM 101.1, The River.
Did you know that most problems of the feet occur because of improperly fitted shoes? Come into Top Shoes and let us measure your feet and fit you with New Balance. New Balance makes shoes for all shaped feet, from size AA to 4E, for pronators and supinators alike. New Balance makes motion control shoes that are great for those who suffer from plantar fasciitis. So what are you waiting for? Come into Top Shoes and let Tops make those feet happy. Top Shoes is located in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Benton, Conway, Russellville, and throughout Arkansas.
Miller Lite. Miller time. It's time to grab the fellas and hit defrost. Great tasting Miller Lite. Time to melt cold shoulders. Time to pull your mojo out of the freezer and warm it up on the grill. It's time for a great tasting Miller Lite. Great tasting Miller Lite. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Here's the wind-up pitch on the way, and you can catch the Travs online at www.travs.com. The Arkansas Travelers have one of minor league baseball's most user-friendly websites with easy access to Travs game stories, up-to-date stats, and Texas League standings. You'll be informed about the Travs online at travs.com. Purchase tickets, Travs souvenirs, listen to the game. Hey, if you could buy hot dogs and popcorn on the website, it'd be like coming to the old ballpark. See us online, www.travs.com.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field. The Travs postgame report starts right now. Final score from Raywinder. The Arkansas Travelers win the game 4-2 over the El Paso Diablos. Travs have won 2 of the first 3 games of this 4-game set. Phil Elson joining you here at Raywinder Field. Time to recap this morning / this afternoon's ball game. Not much to talk about on the Diablos side, as they only collected 2 hits for the game. Meanwhile, the Arkansas Travelers went with 1 hit through the first 3 innings against Diablo starting pitcher Beltran Perez. But in the 4th inning, Jake Weber signaled a sign of things to come when he led off the 4th inning with this. Jake Weber, first pitch swinging, grounder, fair down the first base line, extra bases for Jake Weber. He touches first, heading for second. Ball not yet picked up from the outfield. Weber trying for 3. No cutoff throw in time for here. Jake Weber slides to third base with a leadoff triple. Mike O'Keefe would follow with a sacrifice fly for RBI number 22 on the year for the Traveler team leader in that department. By the way, Weber, the Trav team leader in extra base hits. That triple was Jake's 13th extra base hit of the season. And after he scored, it was 1-0 Arkansas. Kevin Gregg then went out in the top of the 5th inning, threw a perfect 5th on a grounder, a strikeout, and a flyout. In the bottom of the 5th inning, the Travs added another run. Perez allowing a leadoff double to Kenny James off the right center field fence. Nathan Haynes dropping a sacrifice bunt to move him to third base. And we brought up Oscar Salazar, the Travelers' second baseman, who had struck out in his first 2 appearances against Perez. But Salazar got the better of Beltran in this at-bat. Salazar swings, ground ball up the middle, past the diving second baseman Hairston. James scores, 2-0 Travs, and Salazar streaking for second base. He is out at second base. That was the second out of the inning, as Salazar thrown out at second base, and the Travs went without another run in the 5th inning. But a 2-0 lead heading into the 6th after Kevin Gregg pitched his 6th no-hit inning. In the bottom of the 6th, Brian Speck led off by bunting for a base hit. It brought up Ryan Buddy, and he delivered the final blow to the Diablos. 0-1 pitch, Buddy lines it deep left field. There it goes, over Coda's head, and out of the ballpark. 2-run shot for Ryan Buddy was his 6th of the year to lead the team. That capped the Travelers scoring at 4-0. Well, then Kevin Gregg went back out on the 7th inning. His no-hitter preserved on a beautiful diving catch of a liner by first baseman Mike O'Keefe. He then got Tim Olson to ground out to second base, and Gregg ended the 7th inning by striking out Nate Murphy. So he had the no-hitter going into the eighth. Just one man reached base in the first 7 innings on a leadoff walk in the second inning. But in the eighth inning, the no-hitter was lost. And in fact, so was the shutout for Greg. First man Scott Hairston swung at the first pitch and hit a little dribbler towards third baseman Junior Zamora. Tried to backpedal one step too many, committed an error. The ball shot between his legs for the first Diablo base runner since the second inning. Next man Brian Barden also swung at the first pitch and hit a little swinging bunt towards the third baseman Zamora, who charged in across the diamond, tried to field the ball, but could not pick it up cleanly. And another error charged on Zamora. Back-to-back errors put men at first and second base for the Diablos. Craig Ansman then ended the no-hitter by grounding a base hit to left field, and that loaded the bases. But Greg able to buckle down. He got Jesus Cota to fly to left field. Sacrifice fly scored Hairston for the Diablos' first run. Then Corey Myers, lines into a double play to second base. Greg lifted after the eighth. Mark Kroon came on in the ninth. He allowed a base hit to Victor Hall, a triple with one out to left center field, and he scored on a wild pitch. But Kroon again buckled down, got Olson to ground to first base, and he gets a called third strike on Nate Murphy with a 3-2 count, and the Travs win today's game by the final score of 4-2. Take a look at the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard following this break on the Travelers post-game report.
Just because you're working a smaller acreage doesn't mean you have to skimp on comfort and reliability. So stop by Ag Pro at Highway 165 in England and take a look at John Deere's rugged new 5020 series tractors. Choose the 45 to 75 PTO horsepower straddle mount, isolated open operator station, or cab model that fits your needs. These new tractors offer improved comfort, control, and convenience. Test drive a new John Deere 5020 series tractor now at Ag Pro at Highway 165 in England.
Hey, what's up? This is Lala, and welcome to Coke FM, bringing you the hottest new sound.
The real can't be bought or sold. Talk or told. The boy tried to keep it, but he lost his soul. On the road to the riches, he lost control. About the eye of a needle, I was often told. If you step for nothing, you fall for gold. In your actions, all is told.
This is Lala at Coke FM, keeping it real with the cool taste of Coca-Cola.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham, all on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field. Final score this afternoon. Travelers 4, Diablos 2. Travs win their second in a row and run the season record to 16 wins against 8 losses. These Diablos drop to 13-12. Today's game, the first game of the Texas League of this Monday. They'll be playing 3 more later today. Midland visits the Frisco Rough Riders. Darvin Withers throws for the Rockhounds. Tony Mounts looks for his 3rd win for the Rough Riders. They've won 5 straight, and they are 3 games behind the first-place Travs. Over in Round Rock, the Round Rock Express look for their 2nd straight win. They'll face the Wichita Wranglers right-hander Wes Wilkerson. Wilkerson 1-3. Dennis Holton, the starter for the Express. His name is DJ, actually. So threw a great start his last time out, and he'll look for his 2nd straight win. Now, it's the 2 last-place teams in the Texas League. Round Rock 6 wins, 17 losses. Wichita Wranglers 8 wins, 15 losses. And the other game in the Texas League will be San Antonio looking for their 10th win in a row. The first-place Missions send hard-throwing righty Clint Najat, who is 2-0 this year. Najat has been pitching beautiful baseball these days, and he's taking on Scott Doman of the Tulsa Drillers. Drillers have lost 7 of 10. And just 2 games in the world of the majors today. The Florida Marlins, after losing in 20 innings yesterday to the St. Louis Cardinals, fly to Phoenix, where they will begin a series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. It will be right-hander Justin Wayne starting for the Florida Marlins, minor leaguer who was recalled from Class AAA Albuquerque of the Pacific Coast League. The Marlins have also placed North Little Rock's A.J. Burnett on the 15-day disabled list with a swollen elbow, and Wayne takes his spot in the rotation. Starting for the Arizona Diamondbacks will be Elmer Descends. He's 2-2 with a 4.71 ERA. The other game in the major leagues will take place at Dodger Stadium. Los Angeles hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. one day after Philly right-hander Kevin Millwood threw the first no-hitter of this 2003 Major League season. Brett Myers follows Millwood in the rotation. Myers 1-2 and a .288 earned run average, coming off a victory over the Colorado Rockies his last time out. And Darren Dreifert pitches for the Dodgers. He's 1-2, a .413 ERA. That is your Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Travelers' official airline, Southwest. You can log on for low fares at southwest.com. I will come back for a final word on the Traveler broadcast. 4-2 win for the Arkansas Travelers. Be back after this for the final segment of our post-game report on the river.
Miller time. It's time to tuck the sun in and give it a good night kiss. Miller time. It's time to put the 9 to 5 back on the shelf. Miller time. It's time to wear the knife like a cape and break out the Miller Lite. It's time for real time. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right, it's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore, do they?
Your home for Travelers Baseball. FM 101.1 The River. KDRE. North Little Rock, Little Rock.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field, the final segment on our Traveler post-game report. Your final score today, the Arkansas Travelers 4, the El Paso Diablos 2. Final totals in the game today, the Diablos scored 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. El Paso left just 1 man on base. But they didn't have that many base runners to begin with. Travelers 4 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors, and 11 Traveler base runners left on. Winning pitcher is Kevin Gregg. Kevin took the no-hitter into the 8th inning, but lost it there and lost the shutout there. He allows just 1 unearned run, 1 hit, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts over an 8-inning performance. The longest starting performance by a Traveler pitcher this year, and I thought he was just out there to go 5 innings. What a game by Kevin Gregg. Beltran Perez takes the loss, dropping to 0-2. Mark Kroon allows a run in the 9th, but still notches his 2nd save of the year. Well, certainly without question, Kevin Gregg will be named our BC Powder Player of the Game. Gregg took the no-hitter into the 8th inning. He had set down 17 consecutive batters until the first man of the 8th reached on an error. Gregg allowed just 1 walk through the first 7 innings. That was the only man he allowed to reach. He erased him on a double play. And at a time when the Travelers have needed the starters to stretch themselves out a little bit, they've had 2 fabulous starts in 2 days. Mike Nikolai going 5 innings yesterday for his first win in almost 10 months, and Kevin Gregg going 8 innings today. And it's the 2nd time this homestand the Travs have had a chance for a no-hitter. They started the homestand against the Midland Rockhounds with Eric Sear tossing 7 no-hit innings before being removed for Derek Turnbow, who gave up a base hit in the 8th. And Kevin Gregg couldn't get the no-hitter today, but so what? A win is a win, and a win is today. And the Travelers make it 4-2 over El Paso. Travs now 4-3 on this 8-game homestand. The final game of the homestand will be tomorrow here at Raywinder Field. Travelers have right-hander Jose Garcia, who is 2-0 with a .228 earned run average, taking on right-hander Edgar Gonzalez of El Paso. Gonzalez 1-2 and a 4.03 earned run average. You can pick up $2 discount tickets at any Greater Little Rock Exxon station and get those tomorrow. Bring them to the ballpark. Get you in for just $2, $2 more, and you will get a box seat at Raywinder Field. First pitch tomorrow is going to be thrown at 7:10 in the p.m. The gates to Raywinder Field open at 10 after 6. If you can't be here at Raywinder Field, join me and Steve Marston. We will have the ITT Technical Institute pregame show at 6:50 right here on your home for Traveler Baseball and unforgettable favorites, FM 101.1 The River. So that is it from Raywinder Field, where the Travelers run the record to 16-8 with a 4-2 win over the El Paso Diablos. For James Garner back at the studio, 14K Bill Morrow, and everyone over at the Equity Broadcasting Building on Shackleford, this is Phil Elson. So long from Raywinder Field. Travs win today 4-2. Pleasure to have you with us. And we'll talk baseball again tomorrow night.
Arkansas Travelers Baseball has been brought to you by Miller Lite, Sonic Drive-In, BC Powder, Coca-Cola, the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation, and ITT Technical Institute. Remember that all Arkansas Travelers games can be heard only on Unforgettable Favorites FM 101.1 The River.